15,000 spectators decked out in red form a cloud of blanket at the Brain Lara Cricket Stadium in Aruba, Trinidad and Tobago. They pray the Jamaica Tallawahs, the Predator, the Trinbago Knight Riders. It is expected that they are going to defeat the Jamaica Tallawahs tonight. The steel bands are blazing. The sweet melody are echoing through the atmosphere. Karen Pollard has won the toss and I've asked Jamaica Tallawahs to bat. With me tonight to take us through this match is Andre Douglas. Good evening, Andre, and good evening to everyone. Welcome to the show. Good evening, Andre.
Yeah, good evening, Carlton, and good evening to the viewers all over the world, wherever you may be.
Seems like because I am on time this evening and because I am not late, the internet is starting to act up. Andre, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Carlton.
Good evening and welcome, sir. What do you think about this Jamaica starting 11? They have left out Alex Hayes and have included Amir Django. And from all indications, it appears that Django is going to open the innings. What are your thoughts on this Jamaica playing 11?
It's quite baffling to say the least. You know, a caliber player like Alex Hayes being left out of the playing 11. The only reason why I could probably, see something like that is if he's injured. If he's not injured, it would be the most, baffling cricketing decision I've probably ever seen, because here's Django. Django is not known to be a good strike of the ball. This man is a man with a strike rate of 80. And to leave out Django for a play of Alex Hayes is very, very baffling to me.
Yeah, it is absolutely baffling. In my opinion, I do not think that he was left out. I do not think that he was left out. He probably asked to be left out. Probably he's carrying a nigger. He has an injury and so on.
Because must be the case. That must be the case.
Yes.
But even then, the team, yes. But even then, I mean, if you're leaving out Alex Hayes, I think that the person to have replaced Alex Hayes would have been Kurt McKenzie, because Kurt McKenzie gave you 2 good starts, and he's a left-handed batsman who has a far better strike rate than Django. So if Hayes isn't playing, McKenzie should have been a replacement.
So you see, in sport and in life, we as human beings have favorites. We have bias. It's just natural. That's all we are. What's happening here? We are emotional human beings. That's just all we are. And I just think that Django is a favorite of Chandapal. And that's why I think that he's in this team. What say you?
I do believe that is the case. That's the only
saying that the Trinbago Knight Riders got this one. I really hope you are wrong, Atina. I really hope you are wrong. Merrick Meredith. Good evening, Paul. Time that we started on time, the internet. Maybe I should always start 5 overs late. Maybe that's what I need to do, because the one time we started on time, we're having problem with the internet, Andre.
Yeah, I really hope that things will get better in terms of the internet, though.
Yes, so
this should be a very exciting match. It should be a very exciting match.
Yes, and we really hope is it. Merrick is saying, who do I see opening batting for TKR? Very interesting. Maybe Puran is going to open that innings. We could probably ask the same question about Jamaica. Yeah. There is Django's strike rate on the screen, 81.2. Andre?
That's what I'm saying. This man he's not even striking it at 100 runs per ball per 100 balls. So I don't understand. I just don't get it. Django should not
So,
even be in a T20 setup. Period.
well, as I said, we all are favorites, and I think
Yes.
that Django is Chanda Paul favorites. It's just human culture. Good evening, Paul Griffiths. Rodolatu. Rodolatu, I hope at the end of the match you are still here when the Jamaica Tallawahs win this one. Christopher Bristol, how you doing, friend? Give this man some credit. Andre Douglas, always here. Respect. Yes, Andre. Christopher, bigging
Yeah,
you.
respect Christopher.
Good
Yeah.
evening, Raymond Bood. How are you? Good evening, everyone. Applaud you being. Thank you, Merrick. Thank you very much. But you see, Merrick, I am early and the internet is now giving trouble. So the Trinbago Knight Riders, they are taking the field. Good evening, Raymond Bood. What? He's saying that he's saying, what time is the match? We are just about to get underway, Raymond Bood. We are just about. It will work. Paul Griffith saying that it will work. Mr. Brown on time. It's party time. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. What you drinking this evening? What I have something different this evening drinking here, no man.
Party time in Trinidad.
That
In the
really
Brain Lara Stadium.
yes, man.
But you know
That
what is
really
also
tastes
interesting
nice.
though,
So
Carlton, is what's also interesting to see is actually the playing 11 for the Trinbago Knight Riders. I realize that they're only playing five specialist batsmen. You know, number 6 is Akilu C and 7 is Narayan. So they have a very pretty long tail. You know, and I'm wondering if is that just a touch of arrogance on their part. Because they're saying, listen, we can beat you with just 5 specialist batsmen. So I
let me
mean,
look at that. Let me look at that team again. Let her put that team on the screen. So they have Puran, Pollard, Andre Russell. Okay, but that guy Kadim Alain can hit a long ball. Jaden Smike, I think, is a left arm slow orthodox spinner.
right?
I think so. So you're probably right.
Yeah,
This
they're
is a
only
touch
using
of
5 specialist
arrogance. Are
batsmen.
they trying to and they are trying to get in their what you call it, their emerging players before the nitty-gritty portion of the tournament. So maybe that's why they are playing both of them. So we are just about to get on the way at Tartuba. That's the home of the Brain Lara Cricket Academy Stadium. May I remind you that Trinbago Knight Riders won the toss and asked the Jamaica Tallawahs to take first strike as is expected. Drew is expected to be a factor. So it's the slow left arm spinner of Carmichael who takes the wicket. And the first ball, he bowls the first ball to Brandon King, who strokes it down to long off for a single. We are having loads of trouble with the internet here. I do not know why. Andre?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here, Carlton.
Yes, so the Jamaica won without loss.
And it is Django.
Drinking some
That's a
sorrel now, so
partner
I'm
in
ready.
King.
Yes, yeah, Django is partner in King. Very interesting, very interesting. So it is Carmichael, Jaden Carmichael, a good little left arm orthodox spinner. He played for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriot last year. So he's going around the wicket to Django too. And as expected, Django just blocked that one in the offside. Do you expect anything else, Andre?
No, I'm not expecting much from Django, to be honest.
I agree with you, Paul Griffiths. I want us to win. I agree with you to Alexander. So he's off the back foot and he cuts this one into the cover, but straight to the fielder in the cover, and there is no run. That looks to be the field at cover there. That's Guptill, who is at cover. There is no run. Nilo Alexander, I really hope so. We need to quiet. The first thing that we need to do is to quiet this crowd. Andre, what do you think?
We need to, yeah, the Jamaica Tallawahs really need to get off to a good start. You know, try to minimize the loss of wickets in the power play. You know, and Brandon King, it's going to be very important for Brandon King to bat right through in order for them to have a very good total.
Okay, Christopher Bristol. Django is blocking traffic. So let's watch again as Django. This is a fourth delivery is facing. Ball down the leg side. Carmichael. He took that off his pad down to the man at short fine leg who runs across to his right field. And Django is off the mark. Jamaica Tallawahs 2 without loss in over number 1. Will Django help us to maximize in the power play? Meredith, I don't think so. I don't see how that is going to happen. In ball to King, and King just gives himself room and strokes this ball to the man at extra cover. There's no run. So after 1 over, the Jamaica Tallawahs been asked to take first strike by the Trinbago Knight Riders are 2 without loss.
Yes, a pretty good start there for the young man Carmichael. Bowling some really nice, good line and length and bowling to his field. So good start there for the Trinbago Knight Riders.
Giovanni Reid is saying that Jamaica right not to bid for the World Cup T20 host. The 2007 World Cup was a big financial loss. And that is one of the big topics in Jamaica now, Andre. I don't know if where you are in New York, if this is being discussed amongst the Jamaican community in New York, but it's a big discussion in Jamaica. Why Jamaica has not bid for the World Cup? What's your view on that?
Yes, it is indeed a big discussion, and I think we're more left in the dark than anything, because we have not been hearing much from the Jamaica Cricket Association. The government said something the other day. We still haven't gotten full disclosures to the reasons why. So we're in all sort of stories. So we need to hear from both sides, the Jamaica Cricket Association and the Jamaican government.
So they're starting with 2 left-arm spin, Akil ball to Django. Django just hit that one down to mid-on where Pollard field, and there is no run. Trinidad is a dangerous squad. That is true, Christopher Bristol. And that's why probably Guyana not going to win, Christopher. Is real for the new immovable object. It appears so, Bobby. Bobby, it appears so, Bobby. I know that this morning you clearly said that you want to play reefer. We are very surprised with this 11. Gio, there's way more money now in cricket compared to 2007. So that, we have to do a show about this. But let's watch as Django have eat up 7 deliveries and have only scored 1. So Akil was saying over the wicket, ball to Django, and he clipped this down to a wide-ish mid-on where Pollard moves smoothly to his left and field. The batsman have an opportunity to go through for a single. So Django is 2 from 8 deliveries. And already pressure started to mount on the Jamaican batting order because Django is at the top of the order.
Yeah, I mean, if Django is going to open the innings, I think he should be more of a sacrificial lamb. You either try to hit and get some quick runs or get out. It doesn't make any sense for him to waste ball and waste time.
Roddy Latu round the wicket, ball to King. King tucked this off the pad in the region of forward short leg. The keeper runs from behind the crease and field, and there is no run. Roddy Latu, I really hope you are here at the end of the match. He's saying that they sent Django from TNT to block out the overs. It's a strategy from TKR. We paid him well. King drives down to long on for a single. The batsmen go through 4 without loss at the end of over number 2, Andre.
Yes, I mean, a pretty slow start there for the Jamaica Tallawahs. Just to start the type of start that the Trinbago Knight Riders would have hoped for. So really decent from Akil Hussain and Jaden Carmichael.
Okay. One of the main, Giovanni Reid is talking about and we will have to have a show that dedicated to this. I really do not have any much information on it at this time, but as the Minister of Sports said, it's over $3 million US. That is correct, Giovanni Reid. And so the shot by Carmichael, ball to King, and King swings this into the crowd. So that's the first 6 of the Jamaica Tallawahs innings. That was shot from Carmichael, and King just going back in his crease, hoping up his body and hit it into the crowd, Andre. So So Christopher is saying that Guyana will win easy. We already beat Trinidad.
That magnificent shot, begging to be hit, and King obliged, sending that one into the stands.
Let's watch as Carmichael comes in now. Round the wicket. Ball to Brandon King. He gave himself room and cuts. Brilliant stop there by Puran at backward point at cover. What a stop by Puran. King cuts to the right of Puran and he dive full stretch and stop it. Magnificent stop there. It was short. King gave himself room. Carmichael round the wicket, wide, outside the half stump, wide signal by the umpire, 11 without loss.
Yeah, Nicholas Puran is a very, very good fielder, you know. Although he's a wicket keeper, I think he's an excellent fielder, and we have seen him taking some really brilliant catches in the tournament thus far.
It's Alexander is saying that Django is going to take off in the third over. Let's see. But I love this comment from Christopher Bristol. Thank you for the laugh. Round the wicket, go Carmichael, and Brandon King swings this again. High in the air. Is he taken on the boundary? Yes. And that's a crucial wicket of Brandon King. Taken on the deep mid-wicket boundary, down by Cow Corner. And Brandon King gone, and the young man have struck.
It is absolutely, and that will be more pressure for the Jamaica Tallawahs, you know, having lost the wicket of Brandon King. You know, I think it was really good bowling from Jaden Carmichael. I think he slowed that one a little bit in the air, you know, and outside the off stump, Brandon King had to fetch that one from outside the off stump, and it could only hit that straight into the deep mid-wicket fielder, and Brandon King is gone for 8 runs. Jamaica 11 for 1.
Christopher Bristol, thank you. He said that it's a beautiful start by Django on the first day of the test. And Andre, Bobby is bigging you up. I just want to say something about the dismissal, but I'm going to run through these comments quickly that the batsman is coming to the crease. Jermaine Blackwood, it's spin. So they are being watchful. After all, spin is our West Indies players' kryptonite. Okay, Mr. Casanova. Thank you, Mohan Singh, Jamaica all the way. All right, Christopher Bristol and Giovanni Reid having a conversation. Django is the payback what Marlon Samuels did to Lara Atina. Yes, Bobby, damn, King gone. Yeah. So I just want to say, yes, Mr. Casanova. Good night, gentlemen. How you doing, bro? Good night, Donovan. We are here. Glad to see you. Yes, King gone. The Trinis are out tonight. Yes, all 15,000 of them. Good night. Pressure bust pipe, you know, and that pressure, and that's what I want to talk about. Cooley Royal, I think that Django threw up so many balls caused the dismissal of Brandon King that he has to be just firing off every delivery. Round the wicket, ball to Blackwood. That's Carmichael. Not playing Ailes. I do not know. We do not know what happened to Ailes at this time, Bobby. Not playing Ailes will bite the Tallawahs. I don't know. I don't think he was dropped. I just think that's something gone wrong. Round the wicket, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood turned this down to fine leg. They're gone for 1. Let's see if they will come back for the second. Puran gave chase, and they are back for 2. Blackwood is very quick between the wickets. The score moves up to 13 for 1 in over number 3.
Yeah, very good start here from the Trinbago Knight Riders. You know, Jamaica under tremendous pressure after 2.5 overs.
So Pollard is that silly mid-off as Carmichael bowled to Blackwood. He's off the back foot and he strokes this into the offside to the right of Hussein, and there's no run. The score remains 13 for 1 at the end of over number 3.
Yes, I mean, the Trinbago Knight Riders could not have asked for a better start. You know, having get the prize wicket of Brandon King for 8 runs, you know, and with Django and Blackwood at the crease, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for the Jamaica Tallawahs from here on, because, you know, with the likes of Narayan to come, the likes of Wakar to come, it's not going to be easy. So Jamaica will have to play really, really well, but out of the skin of their teeth to make a good total right here.
Yes. Neil Alexander is saying, I think that King needs to bat at number 3. It's too important to the Jamaican team. And Cooley Royal is saying that King let the situation get the better of him. I definitely think so. I just think that he has to be playing so many shots because Django cannot get the ball off the screen. Mr. Brown, good night. Good night, Gail and Evans. Every time I back JT, they lose and let me down. So tonight, I am neutral. Okay. After back foot goes Django, stroke this down to mid-off. They are through for a single. So he moves up to 3 from 9 deliveries. Blackwood is on 2 from 3 deliveries. Galen, I really hope that we win this match tonight. Boy, we don't have no chance tonight. Donovan Winter, let's not give up as yet. Why didn't Tallawahs keep Walton and give Trinidad and... Whoa, that's a good decision. I said it, I think, I said it Monday morning, and Persis took me on. But Chanda Paul has won here to recruit a wicket keeper who can bat. And the best he could recruit was Django. Round the wicket comes Hussein, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood. That's what on the bounce, back to the keeper, and there is no run. 14 for 1. Over number 3.2 is being bowled. Round the wicket, Pollard is at cylinder off. Ball off the back foot, go Black. There is no run. The score remains 14 for 1. So this is Hussein bowling round the wicket to Blackwood, and Hussein is really bowling good here. Christopher Bristol. Day 2, Django is there on 2 after 75 deliveries. Round the wicket comes Hussein. That's much straight, and Blackwood just going back in his crease, forcing it to the wide of mid-on. They go through for a single. The score moves up to 15 for 1. 2 deliveries to come in over number 4. Are you hearing me, Andre?
Yes, I'm hearing, Carlton.
Yeah, man. You know, tonight we start early, and those other nights when we never started early, there was no issue with the internet. But we start early tonight, and we are having issue with the internet on both sides.
Right.
So he decided to go over the wicket, bowl to Django, and Django slapped this. He just, you know, I cannot describe that shot any other way than slap. He never cut it, he never drives it, he never stroke it, he just slapped it to the field that cover. There is no run. Django is on 3 from 10. Blackwood is on 3 from 6. And the Trinbago Knight Riders spinners are turning the screws. Hussein comes in over the wicket, ball to Django. Django again strokes this into the offside. Pollard misfield and allow them to go through for 1. Let's see what will happen. And they come back for 2. That's good running there. Blackwood again, very fast between the wickets. So Pollard misfield in there. At the end of over number 4, Tallawahs 17 for 1.
Yes, so Trinbago Knight Riders, they're large and in charge. You know, Tallawahs just going just about at 4 runs per over, which is it's just unacceptable. You know, Django 5 runs from 11 balls. You know, this type of approach will not cut it at all. You know, it's just really baffling, and it's just really disappointing to see Django opening the batting for the Tallawahs.
Yeah, they are dancing in the stand to the steel band, but one brave Jamaican stood up and waved a flag that should have been a Jamaica flag, but it is not a Jamaica flag. It has yellow in it, not the gold. As Blackwood seconds, Carmichael in his third over comes in, round the wicket, ball to Blackwood, who looks very agricultural, swings, misses, the keeper failed to collect, but he runs from behind the stump and picked it up in the vicinity of a silly mid-off, and there is no run. Blackwood looking agricultural there just now. I hope he can get it together. Django having a word with him. I wonder what Django is telling him. Django is on 5 from 11. Blackwood is on 3 from 7. The Jamaica Tallawahs innings going nowhere. Carmichael round the wicket, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood looking to dab that one into the offside, got the inner portion of the bat and goes through to the keeper. They're mystified out there. The Jamaican Tallawahs are really sitting duck to the Predators, the Trinbago Knight Riders at this moment. Blackwood seconds. Carmichael comes in now. He walks up past the umpire. Ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood off the back foot turns this past the square leg umpire. They're gone for 1. They touch down and turn for the second. And they are through now for 2. The score moves up to 19 for 1 in over number 5. being bowled by Carmichael. They are really strangling the Jamaicans at this time. 19 for 1 after 4.3 overs. The Jamaica Tallawahs innings is going nowhere. That is less than 4 runs per over. Let's see now as Blackwood secures and Carmichael round the wicket, ball to Blackwood outside the half stump, and he cuts it into the cover. They go through for a quick singer dive there. Let's see what the umpire will do. It looks like he have made his ground 20 for 1. So you have not signaled to send it up. So that a lane there hitting the stump directly there, but the batsman was safely in his crease, just brushing off himself his Django. Andre, over to you.
Yes, a very, very risky run there on the part of Django, but he seemed to have made his ground. Yes, he did make his ground. Yeah, but a very risky run there, and you know, this is the sort of risk that they'll have to take because the innings is pretty much going nowhere. Very pedestrian, the two batsmen at the crease. And it's quite putting the rest of team under tremendous pressure.
It is. Raymond Bood, myself, I was really looking forward to King playing at one of those gem of an innings tonight. But so far he's out, and these two batsmen are really not getting the ball off the crease. Mr. Casanova, you're so right. They are making these spinners look like world-class bowlers, which is ridiculous to me. They should be going for bare runs. Of course they are. Who do you blame for the squad selection? It must be the coach. The coach is the head selector. He is the one who has 1 year to choose players, to recruit players. And this is the best he could recruit for the Jamaica Tallawahs. In every sport all over the world, Andre, who is responsible for recruiting?
Yeah, the coach. Yeah, so Shana Paul has to take, majority of the blame here. As you said, he had 1 year to recruit, the persons he wants, and to recruit Django is just quite disappointing, to say the least.
And I want to make it very clear to everyone. Chanda Paul is a legendary, outstanding West Indies cricketer. You cannot take that away from him. He's a legend of West Indies cricket. He have brought many joy to West Indies cricketer, to West Indies fans all over the world. So I'm separating his legendary status as a cricketer. I'm separating that. So do not put both of them together. He remains a legendary cricketer who have put in some great performance for the West Indies. But on this occasion, I'm disappointed that for 1 year, these are the players that he selected to represent the Jamaica Tallawahs. As Carmichael comes in round the wicket, ball to Django down the pitch, and he hit this high and hard straight. Let's see what will happen. Oh, Django, what a shot by Django. He just chipped down the pitch and hit that one high and hard straight for 6. Oh, Django, what a shot. Brilliant shot by Django, Andre.
Oh, yes, absolutely brilliant shot by Django. He seemed to have heard us. And he decided it's at the exor young ones. He knows that he has to go right now. So he
he
decided
moved very late too.
Chipping down the wicket.
Was a brilliant shot because he waited until the ball was delivered before he moved. A brilliant shot by Django. He's seconds now. As Carmichael comes in round the wicket, he gives himself room, backed away. Carmichael followed him. He moves too early this time, and I love Carmichael to follow him. 26 for 1 after 5 overs. That's a run rate of 5.2. That's 5.2, Andre, after 5 overs. Jamaica Tallawahs 26 for 1.
Yeah, Jamaica Tallawahs just going at around 5 runs per over, which is really not, which is unacceptable. And I think that it's only going to get more difficult from here on because you still have the two of the best bowlers in the Trinbago Knight Riders to come. So I just don't see Jamaica posting a total of 150 or more, tonight.
This is going to be a trial by spin. Mr. Casanova is saying that Jamaica really miss Ravman Powell, definitely. But with these spinners, what will you think Rovman Powell will shine? We have seen where the spinners
I don't
knocked
think
him
so.
over. And
Yeah, I
and
don't.
near, yes.
Ravman Paul's he normally struggles against really good spin bowling, so I don't think Ravman would have made much of a difference.
Yes, and Narayan is coming into the attack now. Me too, Mr. Casanova. I really want to know what happened why Alex Hales is not playing. I don't think that I just think that there must be some injury or so on. They need to go after the ball. TKR still has not used Narayan or Wakar. That is so true. And here come Narayan over the wicket, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood blocked this into the onside, and there is no run. Roddy Latu, Django made more than King. Best they had to drop King for Hales. Oh. Roddy Latu is
Nice
from
one.
Trinidad, and Django is from Trinidad. Narayan over the wicket, ball to Blackwood, tuck this off his pad. Through mid-wicket. They're going out towards the mid-wicket boundary. They got a single, 27 for 1. He's from Trinidad. Sheldon Smith, welcome, man.
Sheldon, say I'm giving it 130.
Yeah, 130. Sheldon is saying it's trial by spin. I agree with you. Yes, Sheldon, 130. No, we're going to make more than that. But Sheldon, even if we make that, Trinbago Knight Riders won't be able to make that. So maybe you're giving us too many, Sheldon. Andre, he probably giving us too many.
It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle for Jamaica Tallawahs, you know, with Narayan and Wakar. It's going to be a struggle, I think.
Yeah. Just as Narayan comes around the wicket, ball to Django, and he drives. What happened there? Taken on the pad.
Yeah, there's Django looking mystified.
No, yes. Yeah, it was taken on the pad there. Ronaldo, the game is far from finished. That is true, Ronaldo 27. Django seconds as Narayan, and he swings this away down to corner to the right of the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary, who runs to his right. That is Hussaini. Wow, this one is tight. So that's slow going there from Django. I thought it was a comfortable two.
No, it seems very, to be a
very tight. He pulled out the dive, but it looked very tight.
Yes, he seems to be a goner to me.
Go ahead, Andre.
I'd be very surprised if he made this round. Oh yes, just made it. Just
barely made it. Wow, the dive saved him. What a dive by Django. That's great commitment by Django. You have to applaud that comment. Apparently, he's not very fast between the wickets. Blackwood is much faster. Thought it was a comfortable two, but the commitment, great commitment there from Django. We must give him credit. We must give him credit. Well done, Django. We must give the young man credit. Yes, sir. Only thing I disagree with is playing Blackwood. Hales should have played coming at 3. But I'm supporting Knight Riders still, despite the Jamaican. Well, that's okay, Ronaldo. We love those things. We do not tell persons what to do here. He gives himself on his bowl.
Yes. So Django is finally out of his misery now. You know, Django 13 from 16 balls. Yeah, less than a run a ball.
And that's just about the 80 that you always say that his strike rate is. I would love to see strike rate. That is just about 80, 81. But as you said, he's now out of his misery, and Jamaica have lost their second wicket.
Exactly. 81.
I believe you too.
Yep, that is what you get from. That is what you'll get from him.
That's the exact strike rate that he went into the match with. Mohan Singh, yes. Sheldon, do you see that, Sheldon? Do you see that, Sheldon? Do you see that? Jamaica is going to make 185. I told you to open with Blackwood, but again you send King to die. Okay, Django gone. Yes, Cooley. Yeah, Cooley. Django there open to another to anchor the innings and to allow everyone to bat around. King need to have pace his innings better because far more balls were left in the innings than that. But Cooley Royal, I understand that, I understand that probably you want Django to anchor the innings. But this is T20 cricket. Anchoring the innings, he still needs to go at least at 120. At 120, at a strike rate of 120. He cannot, in a T20 match, going at less than 120. So that to me is that he must have to be turning over the strike. Andre, what you say about that?
Exactly. There's no way you could be running. You could be making at least a less than run a ball. Is that totally unacceptable? And as I said, you must go at least at 120 to be effective in T20 format. Otherwise, you
Yeah,
should not be playing. Plain and simple.
that is very simple. I agree with you. Let's watch Narayan. He comes in now over the wicket, ball to Brooks, and Brooks come on the front foot and strokes this into the offside. The field that swoops in from cover. There is no run. 29 for 2 at the end of over number 6. Giovanni Reid is saying this is one of the reasons why we don't get any strike bowlers, pure spin bowler in the CPL. I understand your point, Giovanni Reid, but we have seen where fast bowlers have been opening the bowling. And to be honest with you, you are right from the point that there are 2 spinners opening the bowling and 6 spinners bowling in the power play. We don't usually see this in the world of cricket. They probably bowl a spinner in the power play. So to some extent, you are right. But we know that in T20 cricket, spinners also bowl in the power play. Andre?
Yes, and it's really horses for courses, really. You know that I think the wicket is spinning somewhat. And we know that the Jamaican batting is quite suspect to spin bowling. And I think that the Trinbago Knight Riders have gotten their strategy pretty well.
Well, I can't manage these Trinidadian tonight, I can't manage them. You see, Athena here, where Athena is saying, yes, Mr. Casanova, that's a good one. Christopher Bristol is saying, day 4, Django gone for 13 from 160 deliveries. Christopher Bristol, not easy, Blackwood now to Salam Keel over the wicket, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood gets the googs. He's beaten outside the stump. There's a slip and a forward shot leg as the left arm wrist spinner, mystery spinner from Afghanistan bowl the first delivery. Googs to Blackwood. He's not seeing what happening. Leary Williams, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Byron Banton, happy that you're here. Django should not have played. Agree with you. Christopher Briscoe, as we watch Samal Keel comes in over the wicket, shot outside the Ashton. Blackwood cuts away. It running down towards backward point. It will go very close to the boundary. The fielder at cover circles the boundary and they're back for 2. The score moves up to 31 for 2 in over number 7. Sonny Lorraine ate him like him ate the man. Is a classic bowler. Sonny Lorraine ate him like him. Oh, I got you. Also, too many matches being played on the same surface in a short period of time. The pitch is just tired now. But this is a third match that is playing on this pitch. Remember that the comes in over the wicket, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood fishes at that one outside the ash stump. They appeal, but nothing doing. Giovanni Reid, this is the first day at the Brain Lara Oval, at the Brain Lara Cricket Stadium. Before now, they were at the Queen's Park Oval. So this is the first day here. So the pitch not quite tired as it. Blackwood now get one shot from Samal Keel and he pulls this down to long on. They go through for a single. 32 for 2. 6.4 overs have been bowled. I just don't think that Salam Keel has really secured in a good line and length so far. So Cooley, I see your comment. Sheldon Smith is saying, this is why Pollard is the best captain in the West Indies. He said that Jamaica cannot bat spin. So he brought in another spinner. 16 overs of spin. Wow. Samal Keel comes in over the wicket. Ball to Brooks, and Brooks drives into the offside, just relaxing the wrist. It runs down to long off. They go through for a single. 1 to come in over number 7, Christopher Bristol. Sheldon, we'll see. But I hope you are here at the end of the day's play, Sheldon. There's no way I see Jamaica winning this over. Well, let's watch Christopher Bristol. Let's watch. You all should try TKR. We are champions. Roddy Latu, the competition is far from over. There are still 12 matches to go in the CPL. One delivery to come in. Number 7, being bowled by Samal Keel. He comes in, bowled to Blackwood, and Blackwood just turned that one into the onside to the Pollard at sharp mid wicket, and there's no run. 33 for 2 at over number 7. Sheldon, Andre.
Yes, and it is still Jamaica Tallawahs which are champions. Let us not forget that. Let us not get too far ahead of ourselves. It's still a lot of cricket to be played. We know that, yes, Jamaica Tallawahs, they're under tremendous pressure. Probably somewhat on their doing. But Trinbago Knight Riders is large and in charge at the Brain Lara Cricket Stadium here.
Yes, sir. I hope Guyana win everything. Trinis are way too boastful. Well, Guyana Amazon Warriors female, they knocked out the Trinbago Knight Riders out of the women competition today. So the finals will be tomorrow, which we will carry live here. We'll do a live watch along on the female finals tomorrow, just about 2:30 Jamaican time, where Barbados Royals will play Guyana Amazon Warriors. And I think Guyana Amazon Warriors are going to win their first CPL title. Narayan
Yeah,
bowl to Brooks. He clips this into midweek.
I think so too. I think the Guyana Amazon Warriors, they have some really good cricketers. They have been playing some really good cricket. So, it's going to be it should be a very exciting and interesting match.
Yes. Ball to Brooks, and Brooks off the back foot, and he strokes this down to long off for a single. 34 for 2. We are in over number 8. And Brian Banton, persons always wonder why is Blackwood so attacking in Test cricket and he's not playing T20. This is the reason why. Because here he is now, cannot get the ball off the square. Narayan comes in, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood strokes that down back the onside of the pitch. The bowler fielding is followed through, and there is no run.
Yes.
Yeah, Christopher Bristol, I can't have any complaint with your comment, as Narayan goes back to the top of his mark.
Yeah, Blackwood
Are you back with me, Andre?
Blackwood does struggle in T20 cricket.
Oh, no. What is happening? I'm back. I hope so. He's over the wicket, ball to Blackwood. Blackwood off the back foot, tried to through to the keeper. Puran clapping away at first slip. Whoa, the Jamaican team is being haunted here by the Trinbago Knight Riders. They don't know what's happening. They are in a trance as Blackwood circles Narayan over the wicket. Ball to Blackwood, who whips this off his pad. Down through mid-wicket, the fielder comes off the boundary. This is a risky second. Wow, that's a direct hit, and Brooks might well be out there. Wow, that's a direct hit. They know that Russell knows that he should not go to Blackwood end because Blackwood is very fast. And was Brooks caught napping here, Andre?
It seems that we just have to wait and see. Brooks seemed to be a bit of a lazy run in there by Brooks. I think he might be in a little bit of trouble here.
He's gone. He's going to be very, very tight. Oh, he just made it. Just made it. Wow, it was tight. Sheldon Simmet is saying that not at the end of the day, it is finishing early. Sheldon, I hope you are here when it finished. Mr. Beer, it is so true. This looks like a test match for true. I already sent some crying tissues via TT post for you. I love this guy, I love this guy, Roddy Latu, I love him, I love this guy. Here comes Narayan over the wicket, ball to Brooks, and Brooks clips this again down to the man and the mid-wicket boundary. That's Andre Russell. They will get another 2. The score moves up to 39. Brooks is on 4 from 5. Blackwood is on 13 from 20 at the end of over number 8, Andre.
Yeah, the struggle continues for the Jamaica Tallawahs. Blackwood having difficulties getting the ball off the square. And it's, as we see, it's not going to be any easier with Salam Akil and Narayan, bowling. It's going to be pretty difficult for the Jamaica Tallawahs batsmen.
Yes, Wilbur Brooks, I agree with you. Jamaica all the way. You see, these guys are bantering us hard tonight, Andre. Christopher Bristol out of Guyana, Roddy Latu, Sheldon Simmet. They are bantering us very hard. But you made a very good point. Remember that Jamaica Tallawahs are the defending champion, and this tournament is far from over. Tremendous pressure, Andre. So Christopher Bristol is saying that you're under tremendous pressure. Samal Keane again over the wicket, balls. Googs. Oh, yes. Yes, Brooks never picked. Blackwood didn't pick it. Oh, how could I stay here and pick it and Blackwood not picking it?
Blackwood seems totally at sea. He's not able to pick Salam Akil Googlies at all.
He's in again, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood turns this to the man at short mid-wicket, to Spollard, who just stooped down and nonchalantly pick it up with his right, and then there's no run. Trinis remain one of those boastful Indian players we played against. Mr. Cassano, that easy. Sir Michael bowled to Brooks, and Brooks in his frustration, not Brooks, Blackwood in his frustration just swings at that one. Fortunately, he connects and it goes down to long on for a single. He was in the dark there. However, he moves up to 14 from 23 deliveries. 40 for 2 in over number 9. And the opening morning of the first test between Trinidad and the Jamaica Scorpion. Here comes Samal
The
Keel bowling
Tallawahs.
for the Red Force. And he hit it away down to mid wicket for 4. That's Brooks. So he just swung away that. So that was the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force there playing against the Jamaica Scorpion. Because this is certainly not a T20 match. It's not the Tallawahs versus the Knight Riders at all.
And that's the first boundary in quite some time. That was well picked up by Brooks, swinging Salam Akil over mid wicket boundary for 4. Good shot.
Yeah, indeed. 44 for 2. Samuel Keel comes in again over the wicket, bowl to Brooks. Brooks on the back foot. He picks the leg break this time and he just strokes it down to the man at long off for a single. He moves up to 9 from 7. So at least we have a batsman who is scoring more than a runner ball here. Brooks is on 9 from 7. His strike rate coming into this match was 148, and I was saying that you should drop him. I must have overlooked that. I apologize to Brooks. Blackwood seconds Samuel Keel over the wicket, ball to Blackwood, and Blackwood swings this over Pollard head. It's running down to the boundary. The fielder Carmichael circles and send a return into the keeper Tucker. They are through for a single at the end of over number 9, 46 for 200.
Yeah, that's probably a much better over there for the Jamaica Tallawahs. Brooks scored a lovely boundary and got enough. They also got a few singles. But it's still very, 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 very very, very pressure situation for the Jamaica Tallawahs. And I think that the Blackwood needs to take a few more risks. There's no point in just hanging around and pushing around and prodding around. He needs to take some more risk to see if he can get the score. Get things going for the Jamaica Tallawahs.
Yes, Christopher Bristol, it won't to back licks for me tomorrow because I really want Guyana to win both matches tomorrow. So it won't be back to back. On Tuesday, we saw where Trinbago Knight Riders lost both matches on Tuesday, both the female team and the male team. Is that going to happen tonight as Blackwood cuts this into the offside? They go for one. There's a misfielder. Oh, he's out. That's a direct hit. Is he out? If that's a direct hit, he's out. It looks like a direct hit to me. Or did he miss it? We are not seeing the stump. They are looking at Puran. But if that's a direct hit, he's out. Let's see. So Puran misfield. And they decide to go back for the second. Guptill comes in shy. Oh, they got the 2. Hussein comes in now over the wicket, ball down the pitch and mis-stumped there by Tucker. So Blackwood comes down the pitch and was beaten in the flight by Hussein, but Tucker failed to stump. So the Jamaican batting is erratic at this time, but the Trinbago Knight Riders fielders are not capitalizing. But it is very erratic. It is very chaotic at this time. But they need to go. So Christopher Bristol, I want Guyana to win both matches tomorrow. What I was saying, that's Trinbago Knight Riders lost both their matches on Tuesday, and that will happen again tonight. As Hussein comes in round the wicket, ball to Brooks off the back foot, he punches it into the cover, and there is no run. So the Trinbago Knight Riders are going to lose again. They are going to lose twice again today, just like it happened on Tuesday. As we watch, 9.3 overs, Hussein comes in, ball to Blackwood and Brooks, and Brooks attempted the ramp, misses, the keeper misses, and it runs into the boundary for 4 byes. So that's 4 byes. The score moves. Did he get a touch onto it? Let's watch the signal. Oh, no signal for leg by. Oh, he signaled leg by now. He just signaled leg by. 53 for 2. 2 to come in over number 10. Drink some water, Mr. Brown. Okay, Christopher Bristol, you look hydrated. I'm not, man. I'm not. I am not, man. Full disclose. Who you want? Who won the match? I think that Jamaica Tallawahs is going to win, despite the struggle we are in. If we make 130, Trinbago Knight Riders cannot make it, and the projected score is that we'll make 134. Brooks seconds now as he comes in. That's Hussein comes in, ball to Brooks. And Brooks is bold. He's bowled him. Brooks playing down the wrong line and have his mid and half stump knocked back, Andre, by Hussein. They will take the drinks break now. Andre, your comments.
Yeah, a quicker ball here by Akil Hussein, you know. Brooks playing all around it and got his mid stump knocked back by Akil Hussein. And Jamaica Tallawahs was in further trouble right there. Brooks bowled by Akil Hussein. They're just checking for the no ball. It seems to be okay.
For the no ball.
Yeah. Right, playing across.
So he just played on the wrong line. It was coming in with the arm, and he played for it to turn, but he just played on the wrong line. You know, so they are sending it at the left hander. This look like Imad Wasim coming to the crease now. Yes, so they should take the drinks break now. How do you see these first 9.5 overs, Andre?
I mean, it's all Trinbago Knight Riders in the first 9.5 overs. You know?
Thank you very much, Wilbur.
It's been a struggle for the Jamaica Tallawahs. You know?
How do you see these first 9.5 overs, Andre?
Yes, it's a struggle for the Jamaica Tallawahs. You know, it's you know, they're unable to get the ball off the square for the most part.
I always tell people.
All the batsmen have struggled thus far, you know, and it's going to be they'd have to really bat really well to even get a total of up to 130. You know, it's going to be a struggle all the way through, it seems.
Do you agree with Sheldon that it will be 16 overs of spin?
I think so. You know, from what we have seen thus far, you know, the struggles of the Jamaican batsmen. You know, I've always said that they're not the best players of spin bowling at all. And it's not gonna. It will not. I think Puran will keep with the pressure with the spin bowlers. So I think we will see 16 overs of spin tonight.
Okay, this is a good opinion from Ronaldo 27. It's an opinion that I can share. I always tell people Jermaine bats fast in Test cricket because the field is empty, and I think by him he means the field is empty. You probably have 3 slips and so on. And everyone is sitting in the slips and gully. Yes, he said that. And then he said, Fabian and Imad will have to play blinders to get us to 160. I can agree with that comment. Andre?
Yes, because what you realize in Test cricket, you know, the fielders, you know, you have the slips and, you know, fielders are pretty much in close to the wicket. And what happens, you know, even if in Test cricket you hit a few boundaries by going over the top, most captains will still maintain their slips, still maintain the closing fielders. You know, that's not the case in T20 cricket. In T20 cricket, you know, the fielders are going to be in once the power play is finished. So, you know, so he's going to struggle because he's not going to get the opportunity to hit the ball over the top. And here we're seeing him struggle, and, you know, we have seen him struggle against good spin bowling in the past also.
So Hussein is back on to bowl to Imad Wasim, who just strokes this into the onside. So Imad Wasim is off the mark, first ball. So Roddy Latu, I agree with you somewhat. Please remember to just click on that thumbs up button, please. Click on that thumbs up button just below the video there, just below the video. Just click on the thumbs up button and click on that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. Let's get up to 9,000 today. We are very close to 9,000, so we should be able to get up to 9,000. But yeah, you are making a very good point, because I saw the spinner. I think she's from Pakistan, Ramarak. Where's Ramarak from? The right arm off spinner. And she turned one square.
She's from Trinidad.
Okay, she looks very good today. I saw her turn one square. So that's very nice. So West Indies have a good young off spinner. So this is Carmichael in his final over. Ball to Imad Wasim, who swung this away down to long on, Puran field and send the return in. Go ahead, Andre, with your comment.
Yeah, Ramarak is actually played in the last World Cup for the West Indies, you know. She is a sister of her sister works for Sportsmax, Ramarak.
Okay, very good. Yes.
That's her
She's
sister.
very good. I'm very impressed with her. I didn't know that we have a female spinner in the Caribbean so good. She was absolutely impressive today. She was turning
Yes,
square.
she is. She's a
She's
pretty
turning more than
impressive young
these
lady.
guys. None of these guys are getting the turn that she was getting.
Yeah, she's quite impressive.
Carmichael bowled to Brooks, and Brooks swings this away. One and down to mid wicket for 4. The Tallawahs moves up to Blackwood. Sorry, Brooks was out. Blackwood. And the Tallawahs move up to 59. What do you think about that shot?
Um, yeah, pretty risky shot right there from Blackwood. Just only getting it one-handed, all being a boundary. But he needs to. I think he still needs to take a few more risks because with the Jamaica Tallawahs, they need to try and get to try, and get going because they're behind 8 ball at this point in time, and that's only the
Yeah,
second boundary being scored.
he comes in now, bowl to Blackwood, and Blackwood off the back foot cuts it through the inner field. It runs out towards a sweep on the cover boundary. Andre Russell sends the return in. The score is now 60 for 3. So the Tala was just about at 5.71. It just comes up on the screen there. 5.71. Mr. Casanova says it's good for the entire Caribbean if TKR lose because we will not hear the end of it if they win, which is they will lose. He comes in bold to Imad Wasim, who is looking to reverse sweep there, misses, and there is no run. We will not hear the end. And I am feeling, Mr. Casanova, I'm telling you, I'm feeling it tonight. They are coming from all angles. It's because I am strong, right, Andre? It's because you are strong. And Christopher Bristol from Guyana is back in these Guyanese. Imad Wasim uses feet, comes on the wicket, and turns this into the onside. They go through for a single. The score
Yeah,
moves up to 61.
yeah, I mean, there's Christopher saying a scorpion as actually what? A scorpion sting
Sting
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's a few scorpions that have
You
actually
know,
stung us.
the
Not just
61
one.
for 3. Yeah. Many comes in round the wicket, ball to Blackwood. Blackwood trying to force this off the back foot. The end of Carmichael's spell. So that's his 4 overs, and they have gotten 1 for 27. Very impressive by the young Carmichael. So that's the end of his bowling work for the day. Good spell by Carmichael. I love this young man. What do you think, Andre?
Yes, a very good spell by the young Carmichael in a bowl, having bowled what, two overs in the power play. I think he's very much used to the condition at the Brain Lara Stadium. So he assessed it pretty well. And he bowled according to the field placement. He varied his line and length pretty well. Also varied his pace. And I think that served him pretty well throughout his spell.
That was so true. Ronaldo is saying that Patriots won in 21 and were 5th in 22. Tallawahs might suffer the same fate. So Andre mentioning defending champion does not matter. So Ronaldo having a dig at you there. So I was going to watch Andre
Yes.
Russell. You are a bit old to be dreaming. Sheldon, you see these guys, they're full of lyrics, Not
Oh
dreaming,
yes.
Sheldon. Talking about winning the trophy. TK will not win this year. Inches from the stump. Wow, Bobby Bonds. Yes, Bobby Bonds. I don't think Blackwood can manage T20, but I think his running can help in ODI in the middle overs. Let's watch Andre Russell. It's very interesting now to see what speed Andre Russell bowl with tonight. He's the fastest bowler in the tournament so far. So it's going to be very interesting, Andre.
Yes, it's going to be very, very interesting. And I think, as I'd mentioned to you, that I think Russell this is the fittest I've seen Russell in the past year or two. It's the first time we're actually seeing him and not holding on to his knee, or having any fitness issue.
And so he bowls that one. He looks for the Yorker, dug out by Blackwood, down back with a square leg. They go for one, they turn and come back for the second. So that delivery was actually 137.7 by Andre Russell. So he starts to crank it up already. So this is good. I will be looking at his speed, Andre.
Yes, gonna be, yeah, and it's really good to see a fit Russell, running in and bowling at a very, very good pace.
Yes. Giovanni Reed shivering as he comes in over the wicket, bowl to Blackwood. That's a short delivery. He rides it well, turns it in the region of square leg to the right, left of the umpire. They go through for one. He moves up to 26, and Blackwood definitely look far more comfortable against the pace than the spin. Imad Wasim 4 from 5 comes into strike. Giovanni Reed, it is not only the team but the squad. Shivdarin Chandapal have the final say on all squad recruit and team selection. So even if Brandon King picked the team, Chandapal have to sign off on it. Russell over the wicket, ball to Imad Wasim, who hit this down to mid-off, the fielder at the edge of the circle. That's Pollard. He comes to his left and field. They go through for a single, so that's 66. So JC Older with 12 and Andre Russell with 11 wickets are second on the chart. And I'm almost certain that Andre Russell have bowled the fastest delivery so far. So Giovanni Reed, Chandapal has the final say on all squad recruit and all team selection. So Christopher Bristol continues to laugh at me. He's having a very good laugh tonight. He's having a very merry laugh tonight. Why they're giving Hussein lucky wickets? You know, you can say, yeah, yes. And Brooks just missed that totally. You are never too old to dream. Russell over the wicket, ball to Blackwood, who's off the back foot and he strokes this down to the fielder on the cover boundary. They go through for another single. 67 for 3 now. One to coming over number 12. Russell have conceded 6 runs off this over so far. The two Jamaica batsmen at the crease, Tallawahs batsmen at the crease, they look far more comfortable against the pace than the spin. But the Knight Riders have to get in 4 overs of pace, so they have to start doing it now. Russell over the wicket, ball to Imad Wasim, short, slow bouncer, goes through to the keeper and there is no run. 67 for 3 at the end of over number 12, Andre.
Yes, the struggle continues for the Jamaica Tallawahs. You know, although they scored 6 runs from the Russell over, you know, the Trinbago Knight Riders are still very much in charge of this match right here. You know, and it's gonna be interesting to see if the Jamaica Tallawahs, to see how many runs they can score from the 3 overs that we think that, you know, the pace in terms of the pace that the pace will provide. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what that will be.
That is true. Pollard might just bowl them and take some pace off the delivery. We're going to see Samal Keel to continue. What you say about Sheldon comment there, replying to Mr. Casanova? He's saying that Trinbago Knight Riders are just warming up while Guyana is playing their best cricket.
Guyana is indeed playing some splendid cricket, so it's going to be very interesting to see that matchup come tomorrow.
Very good. So Blackwood just hit this one off Samal Keel down to the field on the mid-wicket boundary. He moves up now to 28 from 33. The Tallawahs are 68 for 3 in over 12.1. So Samal Keel have conceded 12 runs so far off his 2.1 overs. So Bobby is saying they are playing across the line. Andre, just let's watch this delivery first. Samal Keel, he will continue over the wicket, ball to Imad Wasim, who swings and misses, taken on the pad, loud appeal, not outside the umpire. This one looks very close.
That looks very, very close to me, you know. Yeah, I think they're gonna go for the DRS for that one. That looks mightily close.
But they are not interested, and the timer down to 2.
Yeah, unless he probably got an inside edge.
Probably. Just let's watch this. Let's watch. So that's umpires Gustad from Jamaica and Bazarat from Guyana umpire in this match. So they did not go for the review. Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting indeed.
That's Samal Keel mopped his brow as Imad Wasim not quite ready yet.
And Bobby said what? They're playing across the line a lot. Yes, in particularly Blackwood, because I don't think that Blackwood is picking Salam Akil. So, you know, because the fact that he's not picking him, he's just trying to hit everything leg side. Everything across the line.
That is so true. Did they go for the umpire's call? Oh, it was very close. Did they go for the review? I never saw the sign go up. So
No, I didn't see that.
Ian James is saying that you are never too old to dream. Yes, so I guess he was replying to someone had said earlier, I don't remember who it was, that we are too old to dream. But Ian James, very good comeback. You see, have to depends on the Tallawahs supporters in this chat to back us up, Andre, because they're going hard at us.
They're going really hard at us tonight.
Yes. That drink not strong enough. I will send you some puncheon after this game. Thank you, Roddy. It's always welcome. Thank you. Yeah, Sheldon is saying that King should have been walking in now. Okay, good. Sheldon always insisting that King is batting too early. What does that mean here? Because I'm almost certain that the umpire never give Imad Wasim out. Imad Wasim down the wicket. Samal Keel saw him coming and send that one down the leg side, but Imad Wasim catch up with it and flicked it down the leg side. Ali Khan misfield and allow the batsman to go through for 2. The score moves up to 70 for 3 in over number 13. Imad Wasim is on 7. Blackwood is on 28. He secures as Samal Keel comes in over the wicket. To bowl to Imad Wasim is in. Bowl to him is just about now to bowl to Imad Wasim. Let's watch. What is slowing up the game so much? The game is just slowing up. Why? And he swings this high in the air. It's straight. It beats the fielder 6 runs. That looks to carry it all the way. It was straight and it gone for 6. So Imad Wasim there just hitting that one over the top, over long on for 6.
Yeah, tremendous shot there by Imad Wasim. Just playing with the spin, just going with the spin right there, right straight as he could possibly be, right over the long off air for 6 runs. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, beautiful. But the game is just slowing up. I don't know why they are slowing it up. It's ball to him down the pitch again, and he hit this Indian side. He goes across the line, as Bobby had pointed out, but it was effective. It got the inner portion of the bat, and it goes into the mid-wicket boundary for 4. So Imad is on 17 from 11. Who was it that said that both Allen and Imad Wasim had to play a blinder?
Yeah, somebody did mention that, that they'll have to play a blinder for us to get to 160. I don't think to get to 160 from here, it would be tremendous, but I doubt if they'll get to 160 from here though.
Yeah, Jay saying that Jamaica Tallawahs as the worst team in the CPL, and I cannot fathom how Rovman really left them naked. Shake me, being that they have been so weak over the years, I am surprised they even won last year. And so this is another double from Imad Wasim. The returns comes in and they go 2 for 2. So Imad Wasim just trying to up the tempo here at the end of over number 13, Andre.
Yes, a very, very good over for the Jamaica Tallawahs. The best over of the match thus far. We know that Imad Wasim is a very experienced player. He's a very, very good player. And he just hit Wasim, having hit Wakar for 6 and a 4. To make that over Jamaica Tallawahs.
Yes, so Richard is saying that Jamaica can't win. Ian, how you doing, Ian? Ian, boy, another Trinidadian come at us again. We showed Russell love when Jamaica Tallawahs abandoned him.
So it's going to be Ali Khan.
Yes, Ali Khan is coming on. Who is the strike bowler so far that West Indies selectors should be considering? Well, Mr. Casanova, when you look at it, going off the series so far, you must have to consider Andre Russell. He's bowling at 147 kilometers per hour, and he has the second most wicket in the tournament. So you have to consider Andre Russell as a strike bowler in T20. If you are going to talk about, what's the young man name, O'Shane Thomas, as the X factor, Russell is bowling faster than him. Russell can bat better than him. Russell can feel better than Thomas. So why wouldn't you go with Russell ahead of Thomas? Why? That is true, Cooleyard. I agree with you, Andre.
Let us not forget about Azar Joseph. Probably he's not bowling at his fastest, but he's still around and he's still bowling pretty nippy. But so let us not forget.
About Joseph. No, Andre, man. We will never forget about Alzari Joseph. Alzari Joseph is pinned down. Yeah. Alzari Joseph is West Indies' premier fast bowler. So we'll never forget about him, man. When we are talking about West Indies fast bowlers, we don't have to discuss Alzarri Joseph, because we know that Alzarri Joseph is a shoo-in. He's there. We are discussing who to partner. You got me?
Right, right.
Okay. So Willow is carrying the cricket, so someone would have asked, the chat is going past me, so I'm not seeing everything. Ali can bowl a full toss to Imad Wasim. That looks above the waist. The fielder made a mess of it on the cover boundary. It spun. It spun the field. That is Puran. Puran should have known better. He should have catered for the spin. It goes into the boundary for 4. Let's watch the signal, Andre.
Yeah. Puran indeed made a meal of that. And Imad Wasim seemed to be pressing on the gas right now. This is the type of innings that is actually needed for the Tallawahs, and I hope that he can continue for the Tallawahs' sake.
Okay. So 87 for 3 is really going hard now. So I saw Mr. Casanova saying Patriot is the worst team. Round the wicket, Ali Khan bowl a Yorker, dug out by Imad Wasim. He gets it down to long on for a single. Russell Field send the return in. Ronaldo 27. Powell gone to Barbados and struggling over there too, lol. Ian James, either way, both Tallawahs and Royals are on equal levels of inconsistency. One of them will luckily finish 4th on the table. Okay.
You're very much right about that, Ronaldo. Very much right about that.
Yes, that is true. Blackwood comes into strike. Over the wicket come Ali Khan, bowl to Blackwood. He hit this high in the air. Someone will take the catch. Yes, Russell took a comfortable catch. So Russell took the catch. So Blackwood is finally out of his misery, Andre.
Finally out of his misery. I just thought, that innings from Blackwood was quite, a very poor innings to me, if you ask me. He couldn't get the ball off his square, and he struggled right throughout mightily. So, I think probably it's the best thing for the Jamaica Tallawahs for Blackwood to be dismissed at this point in time.
Okay. So Galen Evans is saying that he thinks that the 2 top coaches in the CPL is at it. It's not Sammy, it is Simmons. It's Simmons versus Chandapal. So he believes that these are the 2 top coaches in the CPL. And as always, we welcome everyone's opinion. Not everyone is going to agree with that, but that is your opinion. So Galen Evans, you stick by your opinion, and no one is going to run you down for your opinion. But I think you mean Simmons and not Sammy. Andre?
Yes, Simmons and Sammy and Shanders. Sammy versus Shanders.
Yeah, it should be Simmons versus Chandapal. I just think he made a mistake there because Simmons coached the Knight Riders. So Mr. Casanova is saying, can also watch it on YouTube with a VPN also. Yes. Ian is laughing at us as always. Blackwood gone. Yes, Mr. Casanova, Blackwood is gone. Godfrey, 88 for 4. Godfrey Davis. Yes, thank you for bringing us up to date. 88 for 4. Blackwood is gone. Yes, he took Blackwood out. Blackwood. Yes, Andre, what do you think about that shot from Blackwood?
I mean, it's a poor shot. It was I don't think it was short enough for him to pull, for one, But then again, I think it is the right choice by Blackwood to try to see if he could score some runs, because he was under tremendous pressure and he really needed a move on. And I don't think it's all that bad for the Jamaica Tallawahs for Blackwood to be dismissed at this point in time, because he was really struggling.
Okay. Yeah, so Allen is on the back foot and he guys that down to backward point. They are true for a quick single. Direct hit, but he made his run safely. 89 for 4. Sheldon would have preferred that if Green comes at this time. Russell is bowling the fastest, but is he going to make himself available for a West Indies selection? Otherwise, it's a waste of time to consider him. Good point there, Ian James. If he doesn't make himself available, then we cannot consider him. But I always said to err is human. To forgive is divine. And you have said in the past, you have said over the last 6 months, he continues to say that he wants to play for the West Indies. So let's see what happened.
Yeah, but I've never seen Russell not make himself available for a world tournament, I've seen probably when Narayan and others not making himself available, but not Russell. He has always made himself available, but whether they pick him or not, that's another story.
And you are being specific. You are saying world tournament, not T20 franchise league. You're saying world tournament.
Yeah, so the World Cups, so whether it be 50 overs or T20 World Cups. He has always made himself available for those.
Not bilateral series, should say. So you are being specific.
Right.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
Specific for the World Cups.
Yeah. Okay. Good move, Blackwood. Yes. Yes. Let someone else come and try it. If anyone can, Ali can. So, you know, these Trinidadian full of lyrics. Roddy Latu, you know. Yes, Mr. Casanova, I would consider Russell and O'Shane Thomas. They both would be in the squad. Okay, good, good for giving your opinion, Mr. Casanova, as you always do, you know. Russell is available for selection. He said that multiple times. Yes, Neo Alexander. Yeah, thank you for that. Listen out. You see that, Andre? You see that? You see that?
Practice match for Trinidad. I tell you something, you know, if Jamaica can somewhat get over 140, you know, somewhere scrap 140, you know, it might be match on, you know, because, you know, as I said before, I think the Trinbago Knight Riders batting is short.
So
you know,
Imad was guide batsmen,
you know, just playing 5 specialist batsmen. If Jamaica can some way eke out a total of over 140, I think it might be match on.
Yes. Okay, so this comment there from Ronaldo 27. Republic Bank match losing innings of the day goes to Jermaine Blackwood 29 from 37. You see, Andre, I always say that when I'm here with this wonderful community, it's always so much fun. They make you laugh so much. You enjoy the company so much. Down the leg side, Russell flick, misses, wide signal. The score moves up to 91 for 4. It's bowling to Hallin. Andre.
Yes, always, you know, the banter is quite good, you know. I'm quite enjoying it tonight too, you know, especially coming from, you know, our Trini friends, you know. It's a soca versus reggae. So let us see if the reggae will actually prevail tonight.
Off the back foot, and he just guided this beautifully played by. It was a good shot there by Hallin. It was short from Russell, and he just on top of the bounce and guided between short turn man and backward point down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, good shot by
that was
Allen,
a good
you know,
shot,
you know,
by
using the pace of Russell, you know, guiding it expertly, nicely to the third man boundary for 4. Well played shot by Allen.
Yes. Yes, so Shellan is saying that's a home World Cup, but it doesn't matter where the World Cup is playing, Shellan. Everyone is always available. Because no more cricket is playing. Christopher for Bristol, you can't say that, Christopher Bristol. Over the wicket comes Russell, ball to Fabian Allen, short, and he pulls down to the man on the backward square leg boundary field, and there is 1 run. 97 for 4 now. So we're approaching a 100 in over number 15. We can still get one. Well, the Tallawahs. The Tallawahs can still get 160 here, 165, and that would put a lot of pressure on the Trinbago Knight Riders, because this bowling is not a weak bowling. You have more faith than a Christian. I'm telling Roddy Latu, you won't be here at the end of this match, you know, because the Tallawahs are going to win. Trinbago Knight Riders are going to lose their second match of the day, just like it happened on Tuesday. Over the wicket, Russell. Ball to Imad Wasim, who hit this down to the boundary for 4 at long off. Good shot by Imad Wasim. 101 for 4 in over number 15.
Yeah, tremendous shot here by Imad Wasim. You know, Wasim realizing that the long off, the fielder at long off was in the circle, so he just hit that right over the head of Pollard. Lovely shot here for 4 runs for Imad Wasim.
Yeah, so reggae versus what Chutney with Christopher, what you're talking about? Over the wicket, ball to Imad Wasim, slower bouncer outside the half stump. He cuts and misses, looking for a wide, not signal. Mr. Beer saying that we need something from Allen tonight. Yes, we do need. I think we're gonna get something from him. If Jamaica Tallawahs fail to make the finals, backers ahead of Sammy got to go. Backers ahead of Sammy. I don't quite understand Galen. So could you rewrite that text for me? I hope the Tallawahs are watching how TK are employing spin effectively and follow suit. Hallin has to bowl good tonight. Russell comes in, bowl to Imad Wasim, who clips this down to mid-wicket for a single. The score moves up to 102. 1 to come in over number 15, Andre.
Yeah, I mean, a good spell of by the Jamaica Tallawahs in the last 15 or 20 minutes. You know, Imad Wasim putting his foot on the gas and Allen giving him good support. So let us see what both Allen and Wasim, what they'll do in the last 5 overs here.
Yeah. Igal Adams is saying that, and this is good enough. This is good. This is very good. You can't make yourself available only for world tournaments. If you want to be selected for the West Indies, you will also have to be available for other West Indies tournaments. And that is good. There's nothing wrong with that opinion. Whether you agree with the opinion or not, it makes sense, Andre.
Yes, it does. And, having said that, I don't think he just only want to play the world tournaments. Probably a series or two before, if he's selected. And I think he did say that, if he's available. So it's not up to the selectors now to select him for the different bilateral series. But I
Yes.
think he did say
I
make
I
himself available.
I believe you. I believe so too, Mr. Casanova. It should have been wide. So Narayan is going to bowl his third over, 1 for 9 from 2 swans, and this is now to have Narayan to have 2 overs to bowl out of the last 5. This is good.
And I think
Sorry.
Salam Akil might have one more to go.
So Narayan into him, Wasim, and he hit this high in the air, dead straight, 6 runs. What a start! What a
Great shot
start to
there.
the over by Imad Wasim.
That's a great shot there by Imad Bazim. Hitting Narayan straight over the head for 6. Magnificent stroke.
Lovely shot, Andre. It was indeed a lovely shot, 108.
Oh,
Come
yes,
on,
indeed
Jamaica,
it was.
put some runs on the board so Trinidad can get some practice. You see all of those talk? Runs on the board, we always heard in cricket is runs on the board.
Yep, especially with
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
yeah,
with with a much longer tail tonight.
yeah. Mr.
Let's not forget
Christopher,
that.
Christopher Bristol, Mr. Casanova can handle you. I don't have to say anything about that. Lynn Tate, a Trinidadian, not a Jamaican, is the foundation of reggae music. Lynn.
In your in
oh,
your
oh,
dreams,
oh,
Mister, in your dreams, Ian.
oh. Ian, 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 mind you go to prison, Ian. Mind
Yeah,
you go
man.
to
Yeah,
prison,
man.
man. Mind you go to prison. Walsh Judah, mind you go to prison, Ian. Mind. Jamaica just need 10 off the next 5, 10 per over. Round the wicket, ball to him at Wasim. He pushed this into the offside. It goes through for an easy single, 109 for 4. We are going to get 160 and put some pressure on this TKR batting. I'm telling you. Neil Alexander, whether a player takes part in West Indies tournament or not, West Indies need to take their best players to the World Cup. No excuses. Neil Alexander, my position on that. And it doesn't take away from the point that the gentleman made earlier. It's a good point, and he's expressing his opinion. Over the wicket, ball to Hallin, high edge past the keeper. It will run very close to the third man boundary. In fact, it goes into the boundary now for 4.
Yeah, very tricky shot here from Allen, but a very very effective shot. And and that's a bit of a luck that probably Jamaica Tallawahs need at this point in time. But you must
Yeah,
take some form of risk if we are to get a good total.
I agree with you, Andre. So Neil Alexander, I got your point. Over the wicket comes Narayan, ball to Allen, and Allen strokes this into the offside. So this is what we do. This is what we do here. We accept every other view. So I think the gentleman was making a good point. I also think that you are making a good point on the other side of the coin. Ball to Allen, and Allen strokes that into the covers, no runs again. Because I believe that you go to World Cup to win World Cup. You go to World Cup with your best team. That's what I think. What do you think, Andre?
Yeah, most definitely. You want to always have your best team playing at a world tournament. So as long as persons made themselves available, as long as they're fit, I see no reason why we should not try to have our best players playing in the tournament.
Yes, yes, Christopher Bristol. They're blazing me tonight, but I'm drinking something real strong here tonight. So I'm gonna get another sip. You know, so I can manage it, Christopher Bristol. Sir, Ian need to do some research about Reggae Foundation history here. Jamaica create hip hop here in Bronx, New York. So, you know, yes, Mr. Casanova, you might just go to prisons. Backers of Chanders wide outside the stump. Let's see if the umpire signal wide. He does 114. Backers of Chanda Paul got to zip up their mouth if Jamaica Tallawahs failed to defend that tiger. Anytime Jamaica Tallawahs is my next team after Guyana Amazon Warriors. So Christopher Bristol, you know, they can manage you. They can manage you, Christopher Bristol. Let's see now. Ali can bowl to Imad Wasim, who hit this down to long on for a single. Puran field, and they go through for a single. 114. Indeed, yes, Jamaica need a strong finish. And Darren Williams is saying Jamaica winning tonight. Trinidad not making 100 tonight. Yeah, man. So we're getting some support now, Andre. My name is not Eagle.
Indeed.
Adams.
You know, I think Imad Wasim is playing a very, very good innings right here for the Jamaica Tallawahs. You know, he's hitting the ball really, really clean and getting some much needed boundaries. So really good innings from Imad Wasim. And if he bats right through to the end, I think Jamaica will definitely get over 145, 150.
Yes, that is true. Eagle Thomas Adams, we apologize for calling an Eagle. We're sorry about that. We apologize. Allen is going to face up now to Hali Khan. Yes, Darren Williams all the way. Ian, that's another argument for another time, you know. But you see, I won't follow you, know. Come round the wicket. He chooses to come round the wicket. Ball to Allen, who drives straight back to the bowler. There is no run. Was that in the air? Was that a drop catch, Andre?
I don't think that it doesn't seem so to me.
Okay, we'll look at the replay.
Read
the article and Lynn Tate. Read the article on Lynn Tate and Rocksteady. Ian, we're not going to go there, no.
Oh, yes,
we're not going to go there because
it seems as if it was a drop catch. You know, it seems as if it was a drop catch.
Okay. Can round the wicket, ball to Fabian Allen, and Fabian Allen open up his body and hit this into the cover. The field cover misfield, it running very close to the boundary. Puran and Russell converge on it. They will go back for the second. Allen now is on 11 from 8 deliveries, 12 from 8 deliveries. The score moves up to 117 for 4. In over number 17, can we get to 160? And they are 1 minute in front. So they are in front. That's good. The Trinbago Knight Riders are in front. That's very good. Ian, I'm not going down that road. I'm not going down that road with you.
I think the proliferation of spinners might have saved Puran, Pollard today. You know, because
round the wicket,
we know that he wasted some time.
Allen hit this one into the They go through for a single. Bobby is saying, I'm trying to get, why should loyal players be sacrificed for people who could care less about West Indies and their fans and wasn't a part of the qualification and the preparation? You know, so this, I said it this morning and Bobby was on to when I said it. 50% of the persons in the Caribbean believe that Russell should not be named. Another 50% believe that he should be named. Over the wicket comes Ali Khan, ball to Imad Wasim, full toss, and he strokes this magnificently down to long off for 4.
Yeah, top shot here by Imad Wasim. You know, he's timing the ball really, really sweetly. You know, he's looking out for the gaps and playing according to the deliveries bold and according to the field placement. Really, really good innings from Imad Wasim.
Yeah. If West Indies want to rise on the standing, we need the best players all the time, not only for major tournaments. Rodi Latu. Roger Latu is saying that. And as
And
I
of
said,
course,
Andre, I understand both sides of the argument.
yeah, but
My position is that, go ahead.
if Russell is to play in the World Cup, he cannot only come and play in the World Cup. You'd have to play, from here on, you'd have to play all the bilateral series leading to the World Cup.
Christopher Bristol, okay, I hear you. TKR top order will fail tonight. Look out for a few runouts when they bat. Gale and Evans, thank you for that. Round the wicket go Ali Khan. Ball to him at Wasimi. Flick this through mid on. It goes into the mid wicket boundary, bisecting Russell and Puran. 4 more runs. 126 for 4.
Beautiful shot there by Imad Wazim. Lovely flick right through mid wicket. Bisecting the two fielders, converging. Lovely shot indeed for 4 runs. And Imad Wazim continue to bat beautifully tonight. Finding the gaps and making some magnificent shots.
So Ian is making a good point there. And this is why I love this community so much. It's just another example of why I love this community so much. Because consistency demands that if Edmire speak, Russell should be picked too. That's consistency. And that's a good, consistent point you're making there, Ian Coddard. So that's a good point. I see some blind prediction here, lol. Well, no, Jamaica Tallawahs is going to get up to 160 the least. 12 runs and over from here get the Tallawahs to 162. And that is really possible. We know that they are finished with Pacers for now. But they cannot bowl this. Narayan will bowl the 18th over. But Samal Keel will not be able. We are going to, Andre, Jamaica is going to get up to 160. Don't you think so?
It's very much possible for me here, and as I said earlier, especially if Imad was in bats right to the end, I think that it's more than likely that they'll get to 160 runs. And remember that Allen also can really give it a long handle. So they're the 2 most aggressive batsmen here at this point in time. So if these 2 bat right throughout the 20 overs, it should be a very good total for the Jamaica Tallawahs.
Okay. And so Mr. Casanova is countering and say Etty made himself available and sacrifice making money in the American League. So, this debate is not one that is going to finish, because it's a 50-50 debate. When I did the poll in the community, it was a 50-50. Please remember to click on that thumbs up button. Please, just below the video right there, click on that thumbs up button, and also slash a like on the description and the subscribe button there. Slash a like on the thumbs up button and click on the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. Another single for the Tallawahs, 127 for 4. Which side of the debate are you on, Andre? I am on the side that Russell should play, or at least he should be picked. I am on that side. What side of the debate are you on, Andre?
No, once my thing is, once he plays in the bilateral series leading to the World Cup, I have no problem with him going to the World Cup. But if he's not picked prior to going to the World Cup, I would not want him to go. So my thing is, you must play all series leading to the World Cup tournament.
Okay, got you. Andre, what are your thoughts on Django?
My thoughts on Django has remained the same. It's the same from when I started, that Django should not be playing. And I remain, and it has not changed. That's my position on Django. Django is not suited for
T20. Ronaldo 27. Ronaldo 27 is good, Andre. He's very good. Round the wicket, come Narayan. Ball to him, and he hit this high, hard, over long on, into the stand. Good shot by him, He moves up to his second consecutive half century in the tournament.
Oh, that's a great shot by Imad Wazim. And I said that Wazim is a really, really good player. He's very experienced. and he's all his experience is showing right here, and he's also a really quality player of spin bowling. So Imad Wasim, excellent half century, well played, Imad Wasim.
Well played. Bowls again to Imad Wasim, who turned this off the pad into the onside. They go through for a quick single. 135 now for 4. In over number 18 being bowled by Narain. So let me read this comment quickly. Every cricketers want to play the World Cup because of loyalty and monetary rewards. Unfortunately, some only the money. Brother Russell is not serious about playing for the West Indies, and that's the truth. So Jermaine Miller. So we'll have persons coming 145. No, we are going to make 160, 162. Narain over the wicket, ball to Ian, to Allen, who hit this high and hard. Let's see, he's taken on the boundary by his mate. He's taken on the boundary by Russell. So Allen trying to go over the top there. Narain picking up his second wicket, 135 for 5, with 14 deliveries remaining in the innings.
Yeah, there's Allen trying to hit that one for 6, but not getting enough elevation, and is well taken by Andre Russell and long on boundary.
Patrick Smith from Jamaica and living in Connecticut is saying that Russell and Edmire are not committed. So, persons, if somebody said that they shouldn't play, I accept that, Andre. But
yeah, I understand.
also, I understand why they would say that they don't want them to play. But I do not have an issue either with them playing, And as I said, the poll was 50-50. And here come Chris Green now to try to finish off this innings. Melvin Reynolds. Why all the best players leave Jamaica Tallawahs? This is the weakest I have ever seen it ever. Yeah, that's a question I would love to answer, Melvin. That's a question I would love to answer. But the head coach is responsible for recruiting. The head coach, and that is one of his responsibility. His main responsibility is to recruit. So I don't know. I don't know, but that's one of the responsibility.
Yeah, I think the Jamaica Tallawahs is pretty much top heavy with the likes of Alex Seals and Brandon King and Mackenzie. In the middle, I mean, the Blackwood and Reefer and the likes of Django, it's really, really weak. So I very much understand that comment.
Narain into Green, ball to Green, and Green open the face of the bat, guide it into the offside. Backward pointers to run to his right. They go through for a single. 136 for 5 now. I think that they just don't want Narain to get another wicket here. So I don't expect Imad Wasim to fire his irons. And I love the debate that is going on. So they are going on. And they are going on the debate over Russell and Edmire. So I love it. I love the debate that is going on, and persons are defending themselves. I state my position, and I know that persons will not agree with my position, but that's okay because we are all entitled to our opinion. Round the wicket, go Narain, ball to Imad Wasim. He defends into the onside. End of over number 18, 136 for 5. Andre.
Yeah, good comeback there by Narain. Good comeback to get the wicket off of the dangerous Allen. And it's at the end of Narain's spell. So 2 for 29. That's good going by Sunil Narain. So the Jamaica Tallawahs will just have 2 overs remaining. We'll see how Imad Wasim, how Chris Green goes. If both stays here until the end of the 20th over, we should get a total of around 160 or thereabouts.
Sheldon is saying that Jamaica always have player problem. But isn't that Jamaica have won it 3 times? And only Trinidad have won it more than Jamaica? Andre, can you remind me on that?
Yeah, I think that's the case. I know that St. has won once. Jamaica has won. Yeah, Jamaica has won 3 times. So only
3 times.
Only Trinbago Knight Riders have won more than Jamaica.
Yes. Jamaica will not get more players, money run things. So Delroy Miller, you say that Mr. Persad from down at Guyana, him not spend no money. Mind what you're saying, Delroy. Mind Christopher Bristol take you on, Mind those Guyanese take you on, Delroy Miller. People make it seem players are playing for free or pennies when they play for the West Indies. Bobby is very passionate about this in Andre. He's very passionate. Russell going to bowl over number 19. So I guess Ali Khan will bowl over number 20. So Samal Keel won't bowl out tonight.
No, he won't.
Australia versus South Africa and Asia Cup. So it's really hard to get more top players in CPL this year. Good point that Mr. Casanova. Over the wicket come Andre Russell, bowl to green. He hit this in the air, but in the gap. Good fielding there by Carmichael at backward point. Send the return in. They only get a single. The score moves up to 137. That was good feeling. Very good point there, Mr. Casanova. That's true. Very good point there.
Yeah, good point indeed, because over the years would have gotten quite a number of players from South Africa, from the likes of Afghanistan, a few from Sri Lanka. So, with the Asia Cup being played and Australia playing South Africa, we are short on quality international players.
Okay. So Mr. Stewart is saying that it's the manager that is causing the players to leave. Wow. Over the wicket, ball to him, Wasim. He hit this high in the air. Let's see if he got some distance on it. It bounced. They will come back for the second, or they will second one. And look, they're going back for the second. So the score moves up now to 139 for 5 in over number 19.
Yeah, and what might have saved Imad Wasim right there is that he hit the ball straight. You realize it's straight over the bowler's head where there are no fielders. So that it pays to hit the ball straight. So it's straight hit the ball, the less likely you are to get yourself out being caught.
Russell comes in over the wicket. Ball to Imad Wasim. Hit this high in the air again. Someone should get underneath this. Again, it drops short. Will they go back for the second? This time they stay on 1. Its gloves seem to be wet, so it's not timing the ball. So 140 for 5. 20 to get from 9 deliveries. Can the Tallawahs gets it? So he's saying, so this person is saying that Mr. Stewart is saying that blessed night all. This is because the man, yes, so he was the one who is saying that, the manager. How you doing, man? I'm great, Juna. How are you? Great, man. Very great. Do you want to join the show? Allen should take a singer and let Wasim hit the ball. Allen should have taken a singer. Okay. But I think that I don't have an issue with Allen going hard. But again, Ainsworth is as I said, is our opinion. And, we should always make our opinion known. And no one should really fight us down for our opinion.
Yeah, so
will we see another red card tonight? Pollard is mad. No, they were in front. The last time they were in front.
Yeah, I think they should be fine. But what we're seeing a very good over from Andre Russell. You realize that he's bowling the ball into the pitch, because we realize that the pitch is not the fastest. So he's bowling the ball into the pitch, bowling a lot of slower ones. So Wasim is not timing the ball as much. That is why we're seeing the ball, hanging up like that. Not a lot of pace to play with.
Good assessment. Thank you for that. That sounds good. Russell in, bowl to Imad Wasim, short, and he pulled this away over the man at short square leg, down to the boundary for 4. That was a good shot there by Imad Wasim. It went into the boundary for 4. 145. So 15 to get from 7 deliveries. Let's see what will happen.
Yeah, good shot there from Imad Wasim. That was way too short. Slower one, but way too short. Imad Wasim just waited on it and just swatted it over the backward square leg area into the boundary for 4.
So Byron is on the side of Russell playing. Christopher Biss will fail on the big stage. Ball to Imad Wasim, a slow full toss. He hit it down to long on. They feel a circle around the boundary. And they go back for the second. So this is good from Imad Wasim. He moves up to 62 from 32. Ronaldo, 27. He's a genius. 13 to get from 6 delivery. Andre.
Yeah, yes. It's a really good comeback from the Jamaica Tallawahs. At one point in time, it didn't seem as if they would even have gotten at 130, based on the slow start that they got. So Imad Wasim must take a lot of the credit for the Jamaica Tallawahs getting up to this score that they have thus far. Great innings by Imad Wasim.
Pollard look very hungry. What is happening out there? Oh, it's 1 over behind, so he's going to lose. He's 1 minute behind. So he's going to lose. Yes, so another field has to come in the circle. So Ali Khan, and he's very upset. but it's no one's fault. Christopher
No
Bristol
one's
is
fault
saying
but
that
his.
Russell will fail on this big stage. But we must remember, though, that
Oh,
Russell helped West Indies to win 2 World Cup. We must remember that. He helps West Indies to win 2 World Cup. Oh, Mr. Stewart is a Jamaican living in Trinidad. Thank you, sir. I hope you'll back us up. I'm a West Indian supporter first. Everything else come after. Me too, Bobby Brown. I understand. And I understand
indeed.
okay, yeah, man. Okay, good. I understand. Juna. Left Juna, he must depend the honeymoon. Oh, Juna. Long time we don't see me. First was Chris Gale, then Russell, then Powell. Yes, Stuart, I understand what you're saying. As Green pull away as Alican was just about in. So 147 for 5. Can we get this 13 to get up to 160? If we get up to 160, Jamaica Tallawahs will win. Trinidad will beat that runs in 15 overs. Christopher Bristol, we are here to see. We are here to see a number of persons who won't be here tonight at the end of this match. 1 minute behind.
You
Ball
realize
to
that Sheldon
hit this to
has
Powell
gone
in
into
the
hiding
covers.
already.
That Alain in the covers, they go through for a single. 148 now. Imad Wasim comes in to strike. Bobby Brown is saying, there's no quick fix to our problems. West Indies need real discipline if we are ever going to get back to the top. I'm going to say something on that, Bobby. I agree with the discipline part. But with persons like those guys who are playing the franchise cricket, now, our real problem is that persons who got the opportunity in their place have not made use of it. Else we would not be going back to these guys would not have been in the conversation if persons who get the opportunity were making use of it. Look at the leading run chart in the tournament. Who's ahead of it? Fletcher, Charles. Those are the 2 guys ahead of the table, Look at the bowling chart. Who's ahead with the most wickets? Russell and Older. So we are those young players that we are always calling for. Why are
But
they not stepping up and producing?
no, but the thing about it, I can't really blame the young players, You know why? I don't think there's a system, there's not a structure in place to develop the young players. As I said, how many young players, where the T20 tournaments being played for them to develop their cricket, where T20 is concerned? So the only persons who tend to do well in the T20 tournaments are those who get exposure to various D20 franchise cricket. We don't see a lot of young players actually coming around. Oh, and it's caught.
So Ali, he's caught at Medan. He's caught by Medan by Alain. So that was a full toss. Imad Wasim was unable to hit it over the top. And so Pollard looked very serious, but he was the one who slowed up the game. So he can be serious as he wants to look, but in the end, he was the one who slowed up the game. And so if you don't play by the rule, you can be mad at, you can only be mad at yourself. And so Sheldon is saying that why is Trinidad the only one being penalized? Because that is not true. Other teams have been penalized in this tournament so far. But if you are penalized, if you are slow, you are going to be penalized, and you know that. So he can only be mad with himself. Andre.
Yeah, of course. Pollard wastes far too much time in setting field and making changes here and there. I mean, that is how he is. So he has nobody to blame but himself. Absolutely nobody to blame but himself. How can you use 4 spin bowlers and yet you're still behind in terms of the over rate? It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's
Yes.
actually wasting time on the part of Pollard.
Yeah, yes. And if you look at the female game today, you see how they got through their overs very quickly. Shug's Variety is saying, when West Indies need Russell, he wasn't there for us. We don't need him now. Round the wicket, bold, and that one was ramp and I thought for a moment that it was just going to go to the man at third man, but it didn't. And so they are going for a review. They're going for the review. So at this stage, Tallawahs seem to be in trouble to get up to the 160, 149 for 6. How that look to you, Andre?
I mean, it looks straight. So if once it doesn't, there's no bat right there, I think that reefer might be in trouble. But let us see what happens. Yeah, once there's no bat involved, he could be in trouble.
Hit him outside the half stump, maybe just outside the half stump,
Oh,
it,
let us see.
maybe just
It
maybe
started outside the half stump.
umpire's call.
Yeah, yeah, very
It
very
misses
close
the
one,
bat
very close.
outside the half stump. It is not even umpire's call. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even
I think it
umpire's
might be
call.
outside
It's
half
it's
stump.
outside the half stump.
So no bat involved. Let us see. Probably a little bit closer than we actually think.
No man, it him outside the half stump. So they're just in the field already. So the
Yeah, but
conversation goes.
I think Ali Khan
Still,
is a very very good dead bowler though.
yeah,
You
see,
know,
impact was outside the half stump. Outside the half stump.
yeah,
Clearly was
outside half
not
stump.
out.
Hmm.
Yeah, clearly was not out. Mohan Singh is saying that Jamaica will still win this game. I believe you too. I believe you too. It's just TU cool. It's just I do not get that. Green seconds as Ali Khan comes over the wicket, ball to him short, and he hit this high in the air. The man at long on his circle, and Russell took the catch, and this is his second catch. What a brilliant over this by Ali Khan. Oh, he has
Yes,
gotten his third wicket. It's a magnificent over.
yeah, very very good over. And as I said before, Ali Khan is quite a very very canny bowler. And you don't want a better bowler at the death than Ali Khan. He's always taking the wickets. He restricts the runs. Very very good death bowler.
These guys want to play because there's no cricket for them to play. Full stop. I I can see that, Patrick Smith. I can share that opinion. I can share that opinion. Gone. Yes, Mr. Casanova is gone. You know. Yes, you're making some very good point there about Ali Khan. This is a good over by Ali Khan. And probably the Tallawahs will not get up to that 160. I don't think that the Tallawahs are playing this well at this moment. So Mohamed Amir come to the crease with his best score in the series so far is one not out. So maybe Jamaica Tallawahs won't even get 150.
Yeah, but I think I think it's a good total based on that where Jamaica Tallawahs were at the halfway stage. So they have to give and take 150. After 20 overs and not just barely being over 60 runs at the halfway stage. I think they'll take that one. I think they'll take it.
Yes, sir. Wow, what a shot by Mohamed Amir. He just opened up his body and hit that one over extra cover down to the boundary for 4. Ali Khan is shaking his head, but it was a good shot there. Mohamed Amir. And this is, you know what that shot told me, Andre? That is why Imad Wazim
Yes,
should have taken the single of the second ball in that last over
right.
against
The last one.
Trinbago Knight
Yes,
Riders on Sunday. That shot told me that.
exactly.
That
Because
shot told me that I
yeah,
was right. Ball to Imad Mohamed Amir again, and he drives this one into the cover. They're gone for one. They're coming back for the second, but they run out clearly, and he's out run out. So the total will be 154 for 7. So of the 20 overs, Jamaica Tallawahs made 154 for 7. What's your thought on this innings?
I mean, an innings of two parts really. Jamaica started out really, really poorly. The likes of Blackwood, Django could hardly get the ball off the square. At the halfway point, we thought that they would not have even made of 140. But Imad Wasim came and he played a blinder. He was assisted by Allen and by the likes of Chris Green somewhat. But a lot of credit must be given to the Jamaica Tallawahs for actually putting up some resistance and actually getting us a fighting total. I think it will be very, very interesting now because the wicket seems to be playing a little bit slow, and Jamaica Tallawahs do have some very good spin bowlers in their lineup. Also, they have the likes of Mohamed Amir, who's a very, very skilled bowler who bowls a lot of slower balls. So I think it will not be a walkover for the Trinbago Knight Riders. And as I said before, the Trinbago Knight Riders, their batting is a bit short today. You know, they're only playing 5 specialist batsmen. So it's going to be a very, very competitive game, I think.
Are you back with us, Andre?
Yes, I was.
So,
You weren't hearing me just
so
now? Are you
no,
hearing me now?
you just, yeah, man, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. So Sheldon Smith is saying that you people never, Sheldon Smith full of lyrics, you know. He's saying that you people never learn. Why would you want to upset Pollard and the TKR? That is a death wish. Oh, he is full of lyrics. And Bobby Brown is contact. Christopher, you are not a real West Indian. No. Well, you two can fight out that. Christopher Bristol is saying, good point. General Williams, please, for some info on Ali Khan. So Ali Khan got what? 3 wickets in the match. He did well.
Yes.
So Roddy Latu, you see, Andre, you see that Roddy Latu was fretting. He
No one
started
for
fretting already, you know, that's why we could not hear from him. You see that?
Yes, he went into hiding.
Yeah, he was hiding. So he won't be here at the end of the match. It's just time to move on. Let them play for their franchise in the World Cup. Okay, a cool yard. So and persons are on each side of the kind. Yes, Ronaldo 27. Mohamed Amir will be key to Tallawahs' defense with his swing up front. But if Tallawahs lose, Django and Blackwood should get no pay. Instead of Blackwood, why they didn't call me? Yeah. Alexander, you're here with us from the very start. Amir just hit a boundary. This proves Django should have taken the run. Yes, I agree with you. And I did say it. 154 is not a bad score. I believe so, Brooks. But I will be back with you in a few moments. I'm just,
right.
And Andre and I will be back with you in a few moments. In the meantime, just look at the World Cup trophy and listen to some background music. So here is I think this is a place in India. I'll just give you some background music. So we'll be back as soon as the second innings commence. So let's listen. What should we listen to now? We should probably listen to this. Oh, is this really happening?
29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes, just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours.
Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. This really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening?
Hello and welcome back to the start of the Trinbago Knight Riders innings. And the Trinbago Knight Riders are going to open with Sunil Narayan to partner Martin Guptill. And the Jamaica Tallawahs will be starting with Mohamed Amir as usual. So Guptill is going to take first strike and Mohamed Amir is going to bowl over the wicket to the New Zealand right-hander, the man who has scored the first century in this year's tournament. Since then, we have seen 100 from Puran and 100 from Cornwall. So 160, I think that Jamaica is in the game. I think, and some of those persons over the wicket, bowl to Guptill and he drives down to the boundary for 4. So the first delivery pitched up and he just drive, beat the inner field, and they are rocking inside the Brain Lara Cricket Stadium in Trinidad. So that first delivery from Mohamed Amir, just over pitch, and Guptill, the class batsman is, all 39 years old of him, beat Allen. Was it Reefer? Probably Reefer should have done better. But we have not seen a close-up, but maybe the field that cover, it looks to be Allen, or it could be Reefer, should have done better. But nonetheless, Mohamed Amir overpitched that one, and it was driven magnificently down to the cover boundary. So I really think that Jamaica Tallawahs can defend this score. You know, I really think they can. Comes in again, bowl, there's a slip, and this time the batsman just stand up tall in his crease and just defend it out into the offside. They go through for a single. 5 without loss in over number 2. Welcome back, Andre.
Yes, Carlton.
Yeah, man. So what do you think about this 160, 150, 154? Can we defend it?
I think it's a fighting total, you know. I mean, and on this particular pitch, I think the pitch is playing a bit slow. So if the bowlers bowl really well, I don't see any reason why Jamaica Tallawahs should not be able to defend this total.
Yes. So there's some change in the field. That's another field that is going on the offside. I agree with you. Who won St. Elizabeth match today? Byron Banton is asking. I should have gotten a result. I know that Police beat St. Thomas by over 125 runs. Bonner was run out for 54. Police made 300 mash, and St. Thomas made 200 and little bit. Bonner running out for 24. That's the only result I have so far. Richard Walters, who is the manager of the St. Elizabeth team, he should have joined me during the innings break to give me a summary of the St. Elizabeth versus who St. Elizabeth played today. I think they played Hanover today. He should have joined me, but he has not joined me. So I don't know the score in the St. Elizabeth match. Yes, Byron Banton, I just never thought to play the last over well. What do you think about that? What did you think about that review, Andre?
I think it might. I'll have to see if it might. It looks a little bit high to me. Let us see what it will. You know.
It looks like it's going over the stump. It definitely looks like it's going over the stump.
Right.
Okay, so Mr. Casanova is saying that he's 36, not 39. Okay, and Ian is saying maybe test cricket, but not limited overs and T20. What's it about? Let's see. Pitch, inline, umpire's call. So good review by the Jamaica Tallawahs. And another day that decision could have gone in favor of the Jamaica Tallawahs. So
right,
because the umpire.
Yeah, probably the umpire thing probably might have gone over the top. You know, that's what we thought also.
Yes, I agree that it was. Yeah, I agree with you because to me it looked high on first glance. Yes, Roddy, you did say that Narayan would have opened. You did predict that. Congratulations. Over the wicket, come Amir, bowl to Narayan, and Narayan opened the face of the bat and guided down to Imad Wasim coming off the third man boundary. They are through for a single. So 6 runs off 4 deliveries so far. Thank you, Mr. Casanova. Guptill 50, Puran 50, Pollard 30. Roddy Latu, that is still 130. That's still not 154.
Oh, well.
Yes, Andre, go ahead, man. Amir. He comes in now, over the wicket. Bowl to Guptill off the outer edge of the batter, runs down to third man. The fielder comes across. That Salman who fields send the return in. They go through for another single. 7 without loss. 1 to come in the first over, being bowled by Mohamed Amir. So Trinbago Knight Riders looking to get 155 to win. Are 7 without loss in over number 1. Mohamed Amir being bowled, and Narayan is on 1 from 2. Guptill is on 6 from 3, having driven the first ball through the covers for 4. It was a brilliant innings by Imad Wasim to get the Jamaica Tallawahs up to 154. And as someone mentioned in the chat, we didn't play that last over well. Amir over the wicket. Ball to Narayan, and he hit this through the cover. It will run away into the cover boundary for 4. And finally, Narayan miggles one, and it goes into the boundary for 4. 11 off the first over, Andre.
Yeah, it's a very, very good start here by the Trinbago Knight Riders. You know, we know that Narayan is not going to be wasting any time, you know. He's either eggs or young ones. He's either going to be hitting or he's going to get out. But Narayan is not the type of player who is going to, you know, be around and not be scoring runs. That's not his nature at all. So if Narayan bats the power play, you better sure the Trinbago Knight Riders will be off to a rollicking start.
Yes. So Edward Green is saying that Pollard should be suspended indefinitely for his disgraceful behavior on the field. That Edward Green making that comment. And Sheldon saying, our big side does operate flexible and situational. Okay, so so Green is going to start for Jamaica. No Trinidadian never climbed the Blue Mountain. Robert Smith. Gentlemen, I'm asking us to grow. Please let us grow up and be. Please let us just grow up, right? You know, the bantering is good, but let's the bantering be mature. So Green is going to start. You have a third man, a backward pointer, cover, extra cover, and a mid-off. He bowls to Guptill, and Guptill looking to turn this into the onside, taken on the pad, and there's no run, Andre.
No, no run there indeed. I mean, a good start there from Green.
Good start. So, Mr. Casanova, yes, Sheldon is really on the mark. There's enough lyrics of fire tonight, you know. Enough lyrics. And I enjoying the lyrics. Green ball to Guptill, who open the face of the bat and run it down. Run it down to short third man. They get a singer. He moves up to 7. Narayan is on 5 from 3. 12 without loss. So Green is bowling this over. So Robert Smith is saying that no Trinidadian never climbed the Blue Mountain. So they can't climb this 154. I agree with you, Robert Smith. They can't climb this 154 because no, they can't climb the Whoa. Narayan run rate better than King. Lol, Roddy Lato. So watch Green as he comes in round the wicket, ball to Narayan, and he hit this high over long on, and it goes over the boundary for 6. So Narayan is on fire tonight. So Trinbago Knight Riders, they are 18 without loss in over number 2. So Narayan just moves up now to 11 from 4 deliveries. Guptill is on 7 from 5 deliveries, and Trinbago Knight Riders is off to a rollicking start. And so Andre Williams, body green, covering eyes. Robert Smith is saying that Knight Rider cannot cross it tonight. Certainly, lyrics, they cannot cross it. They can't cross it at all tonight. I agree with you, Robert Smith. They can't climb the Blue Mountain, and they cannot cross it. As we lose Andre just for a moment, they're just sorting out a few things, and then he will come back to us. Green comes in over the wicket. Bolton Narayan off the back foot. He cuts this down to the backward point boundary for 4. Narayan is on fire. They are jumping in the stand. The steel band is going wild, and the spectators are happy. Oh, this is reaching a crescendo as Narayan just off the back foot and just cut that one. Pass backward point down to the boundary for 4. So Narayan is playing shots all around the ground here. Andre, welcome back. Narayan is on fire.
Yeah, Narayan on fire indeed. And as I said before, once Narayan stays at the wicket, runs will come because he's not going to be mucking around at all. He's that type of player. I think he has a strike rate of over 150. So once he gets going, runs will come at a very, very quick pace.
Green round the wicket to Narayan. Chuck on the pad is out like before. So Green got his man. 22 for 1, Andre.
Yeah, that is Narayan. He's either going to score quickly or he's going to get out. So good ball in there from Green. A quicker one around the wicket, a quicker one. And Narayan knows that he's plumb in front. Well bowled by Chris Green.
I would have reviewed it, Andre. I would have reviewed it. I don't think that he's so plumb. Thomas Harris as a TKR champion, too.
No, I mean, he seemed to be struck in front. He came across the wicket, and he seemed to be struck right in front of the wicket. So it looks pretty plumb to me.
I don't disagree with you, but I would have reviewed it. And that's the beauty because both of us are here, and we can always express our opinion. So that's a part of the beauty. Yes, Mr. Casanova, only fishermen and people with boat can cross it. Gone. Yes, that's the first wicket. Sheldon Smith is saying inflexibility is creeping into West Indies captaincy, and that is concerning me. Okay, Sheldon. So Sheldon, as usual, voicing his opinion, and we accept his opinion. Here come Nicky P, Nicholas Puran, and this is a big wicket. Someone saying that Nicky P was going to run out tonight.
I think Chris Green might get Nicky P, because I think Chris Green is a good matchup for Narayan. I mean, for Puran. I think Puran is quite a destructive player against leg spin and against left arm spin bowling, but against off spin bowling, he tends to be a little bit more circumspect. So if there's one person I think that might be able to restrict him, I think it is Chris Green.
Oh, you were dead right. The ball was cannoning into leg stump, Andre. Green round the wicket, ball to Puran, and Puran strokes this out into the offside. 22 for 1 after 2 overs. Ian is saying that 15 from 7 balls, Narayan did his job. So, it could be true. Yes, fair enough. Andre?
Yeah, he did his job. He didn't waste any time. He got them after a rollicking start. They're going at 11 runs per over. And I think he did what they sent him in there to do. So there shouldn't be any complaint from the Trinbago Knight Riders. They'd have probably hoped that he'd have survived at least another 2 or 3 overs, but they'll take that any day.
Yes, it's actually 15 from 6, Ian. So you're robbing Narayan's strike rate. So that strike rate, 15 from 6, 250. That's a 250 strike rate. So yes, he did his job, 15 from 6. Amir over the wicket, ball to Guptill, and Guptill opened the face of the bat, guided down to third man. They'll definitely get 2. Urshad have to move a lot to his right, and they're through for 2. The score moves up to 24. Guptill is on 9. Puran is yet to get off the mark. Amir is in his second over. Trinbago Knight Riders, 24 for 1, replying to 154 made by the Jamaica Tallawahs.
Yes, a good start by the Trinbago Knight Riders. I mean, Narayan got them after a rollicking start, and it's now up to Puran, Guptill, and the rest of the batters to try and take them home. So let us see, how it goes from here.
Over the wicket, ball to Guptill, and Guptill strokes that in the offside. They're looking for a singer, and so Thomas Harris is saying that teamwork makes the dream works. Okay, Thomas Harris. I hope that you guys are here later, I definitely hope that you guys are here later. Gaylord Evans was saying he was the one who said that Narayan wasn't making 25 and was saying that Puran is going to run out. This Puran is going cheaply and a through run out to come. So Gaylord Evans, thank you, Gaylord Evans. Well, I want to shake your hand tonight, Gaylord Evans, because I hope that your prediction comes true. Whoa, what a joy it would be. Guptill now seconds as he waits for Mohammed Amir to come in over the wicket, bowls to him. He again just dabbed this into the offside. They go through for a single. The fielder shy at the stop, unnecessarily so. but it's backed up into the offside. 25 for 1. We are in over number 3. Guptill has moved up to 8. Puran is yet to get off the mark. He comes into strike to face up to Mohamed Amir. Trinbago Knight Riders looking to get 155 to win their second match in Trinidad.
Yeah, good start by the Trinbago Knight Riders. Good going by Guptill. You know, so let us Puran will be facing his second delivery. So let us see the sort of approach that Puran will take. You know, we know that he normally tends to go over the top a lot in the power play. So let us see if he'll be, you know, as attacking as he normally is.
So let's watch Amir over the wicket, bowl to Puran, and Puran defends, and he asks for a single, and Guptill comes through, and they got the single, beating Fabian Allen at backward point, 26 for 1.
Yeah, that's good running by Guptill. Good running by Guptill. And one thing about Puran, out of all the West Indies batters that we have around, I think that Puran, when it comes on to running between the wickets, I think he runs at, you know, very good between the wickets. He takes a lot of single. You know, we see that in both in international cricket and cricket in franchise cricket, that he's a very good judge of a run and he runs really well between the wickets.
So that one was a bouncer. The umpire did not signal wide. He said 1 for the over, much to the surprise of Guptill. Just looking on it, I thought it was a wide. 26, the score remains 26 for 1. Just look at it. It probably went over his back. Probably, look at it. I thought it was wide. What do you think, Andre?
I think so too, because Guptill is a very tall man, you know, and for that, look at it. It's very, very short. Yes, it way over his head. And that seemed to have been a wide delivery right there.
So comes in, bowl to Guptill, and he strokes this into the offside, looking for a run. It's not there. He was sent back by Puran, the end of over number 3, 26 for 1.
So steady going by the Trinbago Knight Riders. You know, I think the run rate is very much under control. They're going at 8.67 per over, just needing 7.59. So, you know, Trinbago Knight Riders, they're very much in charge at this point in time. You know,
Sheldon agree with you.
Right.
Yeah, Sheldon agree with you that there's no scoreboard pressure because they're already ahead of the run rate. One love, yes, Thomas Harris. One love, man. All we do here is voice our opinion, you know. One love, and we are mature about it and grown up about it. You know, right. That's all we do, voice our opinion. Green to Puran, struck on the pad, loud appeal. They are going to review this. Definitely, you have to review this. You have to review this.
Yes, that one looks pretty straight to me. You know, that one looks pretty straight.
I would have reviewed this. Come on, King, you have to review this. Green is saying that it's going down the leg side, but I would have definitely reviewed it. Look at that. Well, yes, it's going down the leg side.
This one. Yep. They're not going to review.
Missing. It's missing. It's missing. So Mr. Casanova is saying that he's quick for 36. Yes, Thomas Harris. You know, all we do here is express each other's opinion. You know, it's not a comes in bowl to Puran, who strokes this into the offside. They go through for a quick single. Guptill is safely home. What we are here about is to build a community, not to alienate persons. So we're building a community. So we express our opinions. You express your opinions. The other persons in the community express their opinions. I express my opinion. Andre expresses his opinion. It's not confrontational. It's just expressing opinions. Sometimes the banter gets involved and a lot of lyrics. And as long as we keep that banter and mature and as grown up, there's no issue. That's what we are all about. Green over the wicket, bowl to Guptill. He comes in, bowl to Guptill, and Guptill looking to cut. Can't beat Fabian Allen, who didn't feel cleanly, but the batsman did not go through for a run. Yeah, Jamor Small, yes, I'm here almost every time that the Tallawahs played, you know. Every time that the Tallawahs played, I'm here with these watch along, and I'll be here tomorrow. Definitely, as Guyana should win the women CPL tomorrow. So I'm hoping that they're here. Where's Christopher Bristol? He runs out of lyrics. Over the wicket comes Green. Ball to Guptill, who swept. And that one was taken on the pad. Green appeal, not outside the umpire. I think he was struck just outside the arse stump. Andre?
Yeah, that one seemed to be outside the half stump to me, so I don't think they'll even bother to go for the review for that one. They know, but at least
Yes.
yeah. So it's no run right there. The score remains at 27 for 1. What is going to be interesting in it? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see at which point, at which stage will Imad Wasim be given the ball. We know how destructive Puran can be against the left arm spin. So we're going to see if Imad Wasim will be given the ball while Puran is at the crease.
Guptill turn this one from green into the onside. They go through for a single, 28 for 1. Is this? So we're watching that one. Yeah, definitely struck outside the half stump, 28 for 1. Is it one delivery to coming over number 4? Chris Green bowling. He's now going to bowl to Puran. And I think Imad Wasim can out Puran. Andre, I think he can get Puran.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we know that, of course he can get him, but we know that he is quite destructive to the left arm spin. So it's going to be interesting to see if and when he comes on and how he plays it when he comes on.
So Green bowl to Puran, and Puran clip this in the onside, beat the short mid wicket. They go for 1, and then there's an overthrow. What's happening there? Why did you need to shy that ball at the stump? The batsmen were in their ground comfortable, and they get an overthrow. So Blackwood is wondering what happened there. We need to see what happened, because nobody knows what happened right now. We only know that the Trinbago Knight Riders got an overthrow, so we are waiting on the producers to show us what happened. Yes, Guljar, that is so true. We agree with you. This is not joke thing to show his boss. Pollard has to show his boss. Anything can happen. Pollard has. This is not a joke thing. What happened there just now, Andre? Did you see that?
I think Brooks returned the ball. Oh, it's just that they weren't paying attention. The keeper, he wasn't paying attention right there.
But one of the things that as I go around to these primary schools and teach these children cricket, one of the things that I always tell them, do not throw the ball unless the person you are throwing to is looking.
Yes.
That is basic. You learn that from primary school. You cannot throw the ball and you're not sure that persons are looking. Over the wicket comes Salman, bowl to Guptill, hedge down to third man for 4. Oh, that would have gone straight to first slip. He just come on the front foot, genuine edge down to third man for 4.
Yeah, and I think that he's very much aware that there are no slips in, so there's absolutely no risk in that shot. He knows that, once he edges, that would have gone for 4.
Yes, Thomas Harris, we are one big family here, man. I appreciate that. The race is not for the swift Knight Riders. Only Jamaica can endure it. Robert Simmet, boy. Robert Simmet full of chat.
Yes.
But Rudy Latu coming back at him. Over the wicket comes Salman. Ball to Guptill. That one was straight and he whipped it away. They gone for 1. They come back for the 2. Big effort by Allen on the boundary. Chris Green back him up. And they second by 2. Brilliant feeling by Allen, Andre.
Yeah, I mean, Allen to me is probably the best fielder in the Caribbean, and if he could probably challenge anybody to be the best fielder in the world. So that's absolutely no surprise right there from Fabian Allen. And the best catch that I've ever seen in CPL is a catch when he played for the St. Kitts Patriots. I don't remember if you remember that catch that he took on the boundary running.
Yeah, I think that is the catch where he represents the West Indies.
Mid-wicket.
Ursan coming, ball to Guptill. Guptill drives this one into the offside. There is no run. Go ahead, Andre. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah, the catch that he took, he was playing for the Trinbago Knight Riders. He must have run at least some 20 meters and took that catch. It's the best catch I've ever seen in the Caribbean. I don't remember if you recall that catch. A few years ago, I played for it.
Over the wicket comes Salman. Ball to Guptill. Guptill just turn this down to middle and they go through for a quick single. So Puran will come into strike. Roddy Latu is saying Royals women too strong. They will win. Definitely. I think so too. No, Roddy Latu. I think Guyana Amazon Warriors are going to win. Sorry about that, Roddy Latu. I don't agree with you. I cannot agree with you, Roddy Latu. No way. Even if Roddy Latu had said the Guyana Amazon Warriors were going to win, I would have switched and hope that the Royals win. Anybody is bringing the next team.
Yeah.
Salman bowled to Puran and Puran defends into the offside, no run. 37 for 1. 7 runs out of the Salman over so far, thanks to some brilliant fielding by Fabian Allen. Bowl wide or a bouncer to Puran. He will chase and get out. Rick Flair, you're onto something, definitely. Always have a slip in the power play. Well, that's defending 154. You are right. We should have a slip in the power play. We're only defending 154. Salman over the wicket, ball to Puran. He cuts down to backward point for 4. The score moves up to 41 at the end of over number 5.
Yeah, it's a very, very poor ball here by Salman, you know. Too short and wide, and it's a meat and drink for Puran every day of the week. Lovely shot behind backward point for 4 runs.
Yes, I think it is time to try both Fabian Allen and Imad Wasim. We saw where spin stifled the Jamaican batsmen on this pitch. Puran is batting, and they are left-arm spinners. But I think what they need to do is to toss up one, slow outside the arm stump to Puran, bowl the arm ball, and bowl it slow outside the arm stump. And Puran is going to hit it in the air to backward point. That's what they need to do. So out of bowl, Imad Wasim, because you cannot prevent them from getting another 114. You have to bowl them out.
Yeah, and Imad Wasim is a wicket taker. He's a very, very skillful bowler. You know, he fears his pace a lot. You know, he uses the crease well. You know, so and to me, you know, both himself and Mohamed Amir, they're the 2 best bowlers. You know, and they have a lot of experience, and we have seen it time and time again, in which they have done it for the Jamaica Tallawahs.
Yes, I would definitely bowl him. And Mr. Casanova is right. We are not creating it. We need to get rid of these 2. Sheldon is also right that we are not creating enough pressure. They need wickets if they want to win this game. So true. So they are continuing with Chris Green, who have picked up the wicket. So he probably is going to bowl his 4 on the trap. Over the wicket, bowl to Guptill, and he tucked this into the onside. They will get an easy single. So this is the final over of the power play. 42 for 1. 42 for 1 in over number 5.1. Guptill is on 18. Puran is on 7. The Trinbago Knight Riders are looking to get 155 to win this second match and get their weekend off to a flying start, having lost today in the women's game. But the men are looking very strong right now. Green round the wicket. Green round the wicket, bowl to Puran, and Puran just stroked this into the onside. Good work there by Reefer to prevent the single. 42 for 1. Yes, Andre?
Yes, very good start by the Trinbago Knight Riders. You know, and a quite, you know, a very quiet start for Puran. We know how he likes to get going very, very quickly, but I guess he's just assessing the bowling, and he'll try to bat deep like what he did in the last game.
Good night, Jermaine. How you doing? So Green bowl to Puran, and Puran just hit this over the top of mid-off, down to the boundary for 4. The score moves up to 46 for 1. That's a good shot by Puran.
Yeah, lovely shot by Puran. We know, you know, there's a Puran classic shot here by Puran. He loves to hit the ball over the top in the power play, and you know, probably just assessing Green somewhat. You know, the first chance he get to hit the ball over the top, and he did oblige.
Yeah, so Green just missing his length there, and Puran was quickly to pounce and hit it over the top. Yes, come on, Jamaica. That is true, Robert Smith. We are supporting them. Round the wicket comes Green, bowl to Puran, who gives himself room and cuts, but cannot beat the field at backward point. The score remains 46 for 1 after 5.4 overs. Guptill on 19. Puran is on 12 from 10. Green have conceded 20 runs so far. So at a similar stage, the Tallawahs were 29 for 1 after 5.4 overs. The Knight Riders are 46 for 1 with Guptill and Puran at the crease, and they are looking very threatening. It's Sekus now. He is on 12 from 10. Guptill is on 19 from 18. Green comes round the wicket now, hop and bowl to Puran, and Puran just stands up and just stroke this into the offside. There is no run. 46 for 1. This should be Green last over for now. Okay, Mr. Casanova. I would bowl him out though, you know. I would bowl him out, Mr. Casanova, but again, it's opinions. Good night, teacher. Can Jamaica Tallawahs win this game? Jermaine Dunn, I think the Knight Riders are going to win. Green over the wicket, ball to Puran, and he hit this down to long on. The fielder comes across to his right, send the return in. They're through for a single. And the end of over number 6, 47 for 1. Jermaine, I think that the Knight Riders are going to win. Andre, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, the Knight Riders are firmly in charge at this point in time now, but we know anything is very much possible. You know, if they could get a wicket or two within the next over or 2 overs, you know, they could be very well much in the game. Because as I said before, that the Trinbago Knight Riders, their batting is not as long as the previous 2 games. So if they could get Puran and say Pollard and Guptill, they could find themselves well much in the game. But at this point in time, you have to say that the Knight Riders are very much in charge.
Yes, while if I was going to bet, I would definitely bet on the Trinbago Knight Riders if I was going to bet.
Definitely.
But as a Jamaican, I want the Tallawahs to win. As a Jamaican, I want the Tallawahs to win.
Yeah, I don't think it's over. Let us see how the approach that the Trinbago Knight Riders will take. So it will be what? It will be Salman to continue?
I would not have continued with Salman. I definitely would have gone to Imad Wasim. Salman comes in over the wicket, go to Puran, and Puran strokes this down
from Chris Green
to mid-off, and they go through for a single. You think that he will take over from Chris Green?
Yeah, I think he might take over from Chris Green.
I would bowl out Chris Green, but let's see, you know. King rotation of bowler is quite predictable, always very similar, and every game Salman bowls the 5th over. Premeditated plans from King. Same thing with his field setting every game. Ronaldo beat the captain. Tallawahs got to bowl them out to win. True. Sheldon Smith is saying it's a small score. They will knock it off around, wait for the bad balls. So he's saying that they will knock it around and wait for the bad balls. Yes, Sheldon Smith, I understand that. True. Cricket is unpredictable. Thomas Arras, yes, it's a game of glorious uncertainty. However, I agree with you. TK are going to win. Thank you for that. Right now, my bet is on Jamaica because we Tallawahs no faint heart around here. Robert Smith.
Yeah, that's
variety.
Robert is the most arrogant of Tallawahs supporter. Quite confident.
Yes, the Tallawahs supporters quite. Salman bowls to Guptill, and Guptill strokes this into the offside. There is no run. 48 for 1. When was the Tallawahs have a home crowd? Wow, a home game. When was the last time we played here? 2019?
I think it might have been 2019, yeah.
Yes, I think 2019 was the last time we played out here. Comes in over the wicket, bowl to Guptill, and Guptill turned that one to the man at backward square leg. There's no run. Salman bowling very tight to the stump here. Robert Smith is saying that right now my bet is on Jamaica because we Tallawahs no faint heart around here. Yes, man. Yeah, man.
I think what Salman has done in this over is to take pace off the ball. So once he takes pace off the ball, you realize that you cannot play. The pitch is a bit slow. So the way to go, take pace off the ball and try and bowl a good line and length. And, you know, you should be able to keep it tight.
And so comes in, bowl to Guptill, short, and he pulls it down to square leg. The man circles to his right on the boundary. That looks to be Fabian Allen. They go through for a single. 49 for 1. Very good observation there, you know, Andre. Andre, you really know this cricket, you know. You make some very good observation and some very good point, man. Big up to you.
Yeah, man, he's taking pace off the ball. He realized that, I mean, Andre also did it, and so to Ali Khan. Once pace is taken off, you can't go through the shot. You can't play, you can't time it as well. So that is the way to go. So it's a good assessment by Salman. He realized that, he bowled a little bit too quick in the first over. In the second over, he took the pace off, and he's getting better results.
Yes, and those wickets in Pakistan tend to be very flat.
Exactly.
And so these guys, he comes in, ball to Puran, outside the half stump again. You can see it a slower delivery. Puran just didn't get any pace to work with. Well done, Andre. 49 for 1 after 7.
That is why I think the game is still not over, because if Tallawahs could prize out a wicket or two, it could get very, very interesting.
And so Sheldon is reminding that Hussein can bat, and we saw it that Hussein can bat.
That is true, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Hussein is still not a top order or you say that a recognized batsman. He can bat, yes, but he's still not a recognized batsman.
Yes. Jay saying that I remember last year when Tallawahs won the title, I heard Powell said something about the disrespect they face from the CPL. What are your thoughts on that? Jay, I have done a complete video on that, I think it was about 20-30 minutes, and explain exactly what Powell was talking about. So that video is on the home page. It said that Powell was disrespected and he wanted out. There's a video, the thumbnail is that you can see Powell running out to take in the field. So the video is on the home page, and I've explained it in detail. Pittman comes into the attack, full toss on the leg stump, whipped away by Guptill, down back with a square leg for a single. Andre, what are your expectations of Pittman?
Yeah, well, Pittman, he bowled pretty well in the last game. He varied his pace a lot too. He seemed to be a very quick learner. So let us see if he will continue on that trajectory in this game. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Pittman operates.
Yes. So Sealing need Andre in their corner. He knows the game. So Shug's variety is bigging up. So Jay, as I said,
all right,
thank you. There's a complete video of what Powell meant on the home page. I don't remember the name of the video right now, but I remember the thumbnail. It's a picture of Powell taking the field with the Jamaica Tallawahs team. Pittman over the wicket, ball to Puran, short, and he pulls this down to the man on the square leg boundary. That is Brooks, and they go through for a single. Did he take pace off that ball, Andre?
It seemed to have been a little bit slower than his usual pace. It's a bit on the short side, but he seemed to have taken some pace off that delivery.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Jay, respect. Big up to you. So, Cool Jar is saying the bowler's pressure good. The captain and Pittman comes in, bowl to Guptill, down the leg side again, and he clipped this away. It comes off his pad, and they will get a leg by here. Let's watch on the signal from the umpire just to confirm that it's a leg by. Yes, indeed, it's a leg by. The score moves up to 52 for 1. Guptill remains on 22 from 24. So again, Guptill's strike rate is below 100. So Pittman just showing the review of Pittman 3 wickets. So you have bowled 3 deliveries so far. They have gone for 3 singles, 2 runs, and 1 leg by.
Yeah, and this pitch is the type of pitch that you can come in and just blast away, right? So, the Tallawahs just need to keep it tight and try eke out a few wickets, because it's not going to be very easy for the new batsman coming in.
So Pittman bowled to Guptill, and Guptill hit that ball to Puran, and he hit that high over long on for 6.
Yeah, that's right in the slot right there, begging to be hit. And of course, Puran, being a good ball striker, is very much obliged and hitting that one straight over long on for 6. Lovely shot by Puran.
So he just overpitched there, and Puran was quick to pounce and hit that straight for 6. So the score moves up to 58 for 1. We are in over number 8, being bowled by Kevin Pittman. Have conceded 9 runs so far from 4 deliveries. It is going to be very interesting to see how the young man finish this over. I think Christopher Bristol run out of lyrics. Over the wicket comes Pittman. Ball to Puran and a full toss, and he dabbed this down to third man. And poor feeling there. But did the ball go in the boundary? Yes, it went into the boundary. Salman, very poor from Salman. 4 runs. Let's wait on the signal
that's
from
absolutely,
because this
absolutely
one
poor.
looks a little high.
Oh.
What was Salman doing? I think Salman should be dropped for the next match. I would drop Salman for the next match.
No, that's very poor. That's very, very basic. I mean, there's no way you should be making those errors at all.
Good night, the champion. Yes, we are doing well. Glad to see you. Happy that you are here. Welcome the champion. A legend of this community. Pittman comes in. Ball to Puran, and Puran swings at that. It got the inner portion of the bat. It goes down towards Allen and the mid-wicket boundary, and they go through for a single. 63 for 1 after 8.
Not the greatest of start by Pittman. 14 runs coming off his first over. As I said, I just think that on this type of pitch, bowling at that pace at 130, 132 kilometers, that's too much pace for the batsman, and it will be meat and drink for them. He has to take the pace off the ball if he's to be effective on this type of pitch.
The captain and the rest of the players need to express pressure. Yeah, we need to exert some pressure. Sheldon, I don't know what you're drinking, But something gone wrong with that comment, Sheldon. I don't know what you're drinking. I don't know what you're on. Are you smoking something right now? I don't know where you get that. Well, maybe somebody in the chat, either Andre or I said anything that Hussein could not bat. So either you're smoking something or probably you're responding to somebody in the chat. But that never came from Andre or I, Sheldon. You missed the boat on that one, Sheldon. What you drinking? You need some of this, Sheldon. Come for some of this. Reefer comes in over the wicket. Ball to Puran, who drives straight to the man at cover, and there is no run.
So it seems like it's a deliberate attempt. Of course it is. Imad Wasim is not being used because Puran is out there. It seems that way.
So Rick Fury said, "Curry Gold cricket right now, Rasta." Reefer ball to Puran, and he pulls this down to mid-wicket for 4. That just was slow. It sat up, asked to be hit, and Puran pulled it down to mid-wicket for 4. Trinbago Knight Riders are marching to victory here. They are jumping in the stand at the Brain Lara Cricket Stadium.
Yeah, there's a poor delivery there by Raymond Reefer. And I've not seen Raymond Reefer bowl in the last few games. I don't think he seemed to be a very, very reluctant bowler these days. He probably, he thinks of himself as being a batsman, who doesn't want to do much bowling. So, it shows in that delivery right there, that he's not been practicing a great deal.
Yes. Ronaldo 27 saying, let's watch Reefer bowl to Puran, full toss. He drives into the offside, down to the long off boundary. The fielder there's Blackwood who sends the return in. They are through for a single, 68 for 1. Andre, didn't Imad blast away from ball 1? Lol. Do not let Guptill and Blackwood slow out the blocks, deceive us. This is a good wicket. So he's saying that once he's saying to you, Andre, that once Imad came to the crease, he was blasting away. So it was Guptill and the rest of players who were slow out of the blocks. They were only fooling us. It's a good wicket to bat on.
Well, there are no dangers in the wicket, but I think if you bowl, at the right pace, there's something that you could get out of the wicket as a bowler. And I say you need time to get yourself set. It's not the type of wicket you can come and just start blasting out of the way. Well, Imad was an exceptional innings, yes, but how many other persons actually did what Imad Wasim did.
Yes, I do not agree with the statics from the Jamaica Tallawahs to be hiding probably their best bowlers, who is Imad Wasim. Reefer comes over the wicket, bowl to Puran, who whipped this away off his hip for 6 runs. Pour over this by Reefer. It has only gone for 12, and this may well be a no ball. This may well be a no ball at 126 kilometers per hour, Andre.
Yeah, very, very, very poor from Raymond Reefer. It is quite baffling from King, to see Raymond Reefer getting the ball. I just don't understand his tactic at all, Here Reefer is not bowled for the most part in the tournament, and Reefer is giving the ball having the best bowler twiddling his thumb. I don't get it from King at all.
What is Puran? What is Reefer agitated about? He bowled a full toss. It should have been hit out of the ground. He lucky that it still stay in the ground. It should have licked over the stand. He comes in now, ball to Puran, and Puran drives, got the inner portion of the bat, down to long on. They will go through for a single. 13 runs off Reefer over. It could have gone for more than that. Imad Wasim must bowl, Andre.
Yeah, I think it's time for Imad Wasim to be given the ball. He's along with, as I said, with Mohamed Amir, the two best bowlers, and he's your best spin bowler, so he must be given the ball, irrespective of Puran's capability of batting left arm spin bowler. You must give him the ball.
Christopher Bristol, I'm not yet ready to sleep. I have another game to watch after this. It's not only cricket I watch, Christopher Bristol. So I have another game to watch after this. Don't worry, if Jamaica get 3-4 quick wickets, Trinidad will feel the pressure. True the champion. Jamaica really need to go bam, 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 bam right now. And so if we can get 4 wickets for, say, 20, if we can have them 100 for 5, we are in business. Anyhow, that is possible. More like roti cricket. Yes, they're not marching. They are racing to victory at this time. But if we can get 4 wickets before they reach 100, we are in things.
Oh, so it's Green that's coming back on?
Yes.
So let us see if Imad Wasim will take over from Raymond Reefer.
Green ball to Puran, and it's beaten outside the off stump, taken by the keeper. Genuinely beaten there. Looking to play a forceful shot off the back foot, and it spun past the outside edge through to the keeper.
Very good bowling there by Chris Green. We know that, if there's one type of bowling that actually troubles Puran, it is the right arm off spin bowler.
Green bowls to Puran, and Puran drives in the air over the bowler, down to the long half boundary for 4. The score moves up to 80 for 1 after 9.2 overs. Puran is now closing in on another 50, is 42 from 25 deliveries.
Puran is now, he's seeing it as big as a breadfruit, and he's now making, light work of these bowlers.
Ian is saying, the champion is saying, Jamaica bowlers in the past have always been known to pull off some game-winning performances. Yes, I hope so too. And Ian is laughing at what the champion said. These Trinidadian, how are we going to manage them as Trinidad closing on victory? Enough lyrics is going to come in all over the place. 80 for 1, 9.2 overs. There's a conversation. Let's just run through some comments. Nah, man. Red snapper with peas and rice. Thomas Harris. Douglas, we Tallawahs. Yes. Thompson. Velvin Thompson. So they are looking to change the ball. So let me just catch up with the comments. It's a rough time for the internet tonight. The bowlers letting up the pressure. The bowlers letting up the pressure. And so he's saying that Jamaica Tallawahs out of ideas. They are hiding Imad from Puran. They should bowl him, Sheldon. They should bowl him. While trying to keep him for Pollard. Rock and a hard place. They should bowl him. They should definitely bowl him to Puran. I don't know why they are hiding. Ian is saying that this is too easy. And Velvin Thompson said, come Jamaica, we need Puran now. Of course, never give up. We are not giving up. Thomas Harris is saying that hurricane performance by Puran. Yes, he's really on top of it. What do you think about this performance from Puran so far, Andre?
I mean, Puran, I think he's quite measured in his approach. You know, he at the beginning of his innings, you know, he was quite cautious. But once he got his eyes in, he's playing an array of strokes, and we know that he's quite destructive, and really good from Nicholas Puran.
Let's watch Green as he comes in over the wicket. Ball to Puran, who defends into the offside, asks for the single and got it. The return comes in at the bowler's end, but he's safely home. He moves up to 43 from 26, 81 for 1 after 9.3 overs. Please remember to click on that thumbs up button, just slash a like on the video, and click on the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. Hurricane performance by Puran. Yes, he's really on top of it. This internet keeping going in and out. It's a rough night for the internet. Maybe we are not going to start any more match on time, Andre. The one match that we start on time, the internet.
I guess it's an omen to start on time, Carlton. It's an omen. So let us revert to what we did before. So Puran faces up to Chris Green. And here comes Green around the wicket. Ball to Puran. Puran is back, covers up, plays it down to the man on the cover point boundary. And he sprints back for 2 runs. Well played by Puran. Yeah, that's really good running by Puran and Guptill.
Issues, Andre. Usually when we start late, we don't have an issue. And everyone congratulated us for starting on time today. Now that we start on time, there's so much issue with the internet. So Imad has a superb matchup versus Pollard and Russell, but his numbers versus Puran is not good. I would still try him because we are running out of option. Ronaldo 27. They are 84 for 1, so that's 16 and 54. 16 and 54 is 70. They only need another 71 to win. So we have to try everybody and try to get a wicket. That's all I'm saying, right, Andre?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Lara used to destroy Shane Warne, but Shane Warne will still get him out sometimes. So no matter how good you say, how good of a matchup is, and how destructive a particular batsman is against a bowler, that bowler can still get you out because it takes only one delivery to get you out.
Roddy Latu is saying that 84 for 1 after 10 overs. You all still have faith? Yes, we still have faith. Although the run rate is 8.4, and you guys on the Trinbago Knight Riders only need 71 to win in the next 10 overs. That's still more than a run a ball. And once it remains more than a run a ball, I'm going to still have faith. Andre?
Yes, I mean, anything is possible. And if you could get Puran out and say Pollard and Russell, it still could go down to the wire. But for the time being, we know that, the Trinbago Knight Riders, they're large and in charge. They're at a massive advantage. But this is a game of cricket, glorious uncertainties.
Yes, Nicholas Thomas, yeah, we can still go because we are going to have 3 matches remaining after this one. We're in 5th position. We have a better net run rate than the Barbados Royals as things stand right now. We have 3 more matches to play in Guyana. And with St. Kitts and Nevis Patriot beating the St. Lucia Kings today, that was good for Jamaica. That the St. Lucia Kings lost and Barbados Royal lost on Wednesday also. So those results are good for Jamaica. Jamaica has 3 more matches to play. All those 3 matches will be played in Guyana. We will play in Guyana, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, and St. Lucia Kings. I think we can definitely win all 3 matches. Definitely. I think we can beat Guyana in Guyana. The pressure on the Guyanese is going to be awesome when they get home. So I definitely think we can still qualify for the playoff rounds. I keep on reminding persons that last year we qualified 4th and still end up winning the tournament when no one expected us to win. So do not rule out the Tallawahs as yet. We are the Tallawahs. Right, Andre?
Little but with Tallawah indeed. We're very, very brave. So, you can't rule out the Tallawahs at this point in time. It's still a long way to go. And bear in mind that Barbados have 2 matches to go. And Barbados is just as inconsistent. So, we're very much still in it.
Yes.
Oh, it's quite
I do not
surprising
like
that
the
Reefa.
captaincy of King though.
Yeah, I'm quite disappointed though. Why is Reefa getting? Why does Reefa have the ball in his hand?
Reefa bowled to Guptill short and he swung this away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. You expected that. The score moves up to 88 for 1. They just need a further 67 to win now.
Nah, this is poor, very poor on the part of Reefa, and very poor on the part of King. There's no need for Reefa to actually get the ball. I mean, it would have been better if they had gone back to Mohamed Amir. What's the sense? You can't restrict them, so go back to the bowlers who can get you wickets. So why not go back to Mohamed Amir then? If it's a case where you say you don't want to bowl, you're keeping Imad Wasim from Puran. Why not go back to Mohamed Amir?
Reefa over the wicket, bowled to Guptill, and Guptill just dabbed this into the offside. They go for 1. Let's see if they will get the overthrow. No, they're second and 1. 89 for 1 after 10.2 overs. Guptill is on 29 from 28. Puran is on 45 from 28. Thomas Harris is saying that never say it's over until the final ball is bowled. I agree with you. Andre. So,
that's quite so. But the match seemed to be, it is really, really getting away from the Jamaica Tallawahs at this point in time, and more so with the likes of Reefa bowling. I just don't get the static on the part of King. Why is it that Reefa is bowling? Reefa seems to be quite ineffective. There's nothing that Reefa is going to offer you at this point in time, in terms of taking wickets. So it's quite a baffling decision to me.
Look at that comment on the screen, meantime, Andre, before you respond. So Reefa conceded 19 runs from his 1.2 over. That was wide outside the stump. He flashes at it, and it goes through to the keeper. Wide signal,
so
90 for 1.
Well, I'm always so. You see, I have to look at things from a logical point of view, and at this point in time, it's a big advantage to the Trinbago Knight Riders. We have a set Puran right now, and a Guptill that's in. So I really don't see it's going to be very difficult for Tallawahs to come back.
So Reefa moves into Puran, and Puran pull this down to long on for another single. Then moves up to 91 for 1. And Robert Simmet is saying, and we can still win this. No faint heart round here. Come on, Tallawahs. Reefa bowled to Guptill, and Guptill opened the face of the bat, but cannot beat backward point, and there is no run. 91 for 1. We are in over number 11. Guptill, over number 11 of the Trinbago Knight Riders innings. Guptill is on 29 from 29. Puran is on 46 from 29. Reefa, in his second over, have conceded 20 runs so far from 10 deliveries. So he's going at 2 runs per delivery. Imad Wasim needs to bowl. Over the wicket comes Reefa. Bowl to Guptill. Guptill just turned this off his hip down to the man. Coming off the mid-wicket boundary. The score pushed up to 92 for 1. He now moves up to 30 from 30. There he's striking at exactly 100. But Puran comes back into strike now. He's striking at 165. The Trinbago Knight Riders needing another 63 runs to win off 55 deliveries. chasing 155 to win. They are 92 for 1. One delivery to come in over number 11. Knight Riders batting. They restricted the Jamaica Tallawahs to 154. Puran Sekers, as he watched Reefer, begins to move into him over the wicket and bowl to Puran outside the stump, and he cuts this down to backward point, and it very good stop there by Hallin to prevent the boundary, and they go back for 2 at the end of over number 11. Knight Riders 94 for 1.
Yeah, I mean, although a better over there from Reefer, the Knight Riders are still very much in control, and Puran is just measuring up the bowlers. He has everything, seeing the ball as big as a breadfruit, and he has everything under control. And it's just smooth sailing for the Trinbago Knight Riders at this point in time.
Imad was a must bowl. He must come bowl right now. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. It makes no sense. Imad Wasim is one of your better bowlers. You can't be just thinking about matchups. We know how destructive, Puran can be, but he's one of your best bowlers. You must bowl him. It absolutely makes no sense.
Yes, so he's bringing back Mohamed Amir. So good night, George Stewart. Thank you for being here. Slash a like on the video before you go. Thank you for being here. I would have given the captaincy over the wicket, ball to Guptill, drive outside the stump through to Amir Jangu. So Mohamed Amir beating the edge of Guptill bat and through to Jangu.
Yes.
Mr. Casanova, what do you think about giving captaincy to Mohamed Amir, Andre? Mr. Casanova said that he would have done
that. No.
Mohamed Amir.
No. I think Brandon King has to be captain. We're gonna see how much he learns. Because he's pretty new to the job. We know, so he's gonna make mistakes. So let's give him a chance to actually grow into the role, right? So Amir over.
So he drives that into the offside. 95 for 1 after 11.2 overs. And Ian is saying, let me apologize to you guys. I wish that we could have chatted at better. Why, Ian, let go. Bobby Tallawahs was asked to bat. The Trinbago Knight Riders won the toss. Powell won the toss. Brandon King called head and it lands on tail, and Pollard asked them to bat. Bowl to Puran short. He's on top of this one. Guided down to where Gully should have been. They are through for a single. 96 for 1. 11.3 overs have been bowled so far. This is Mohamed Amir's third over. Respect, General. Me still have faith. True Nicholas Thomas, we must have faith. We can still win the tournament. We need that balls and wicket. Bobby Barrett is saying, yes, that's what we need right now. George Stewart is saying that
we need wickets, not that balls. That balls will always come, but wickets is what we need.
That is so true, Andre. Turns it into the onside. They go through for another single. 97 for 1. I wish it was 70. So I wish it was 70. Bobby Buns is saying King is just inexperienced as a captain. Yes, Bobby Brown, I agree with you.
Right. I agree with that. Yep.
Wickets seem better for batting in the second innings. And that's a good point in a 29 Super Mech, because with the dew, the pitch might be sliding on.
Yeah, yes. That's a factor.
Yes, a slower ball there from Mohamed Amir, played into the offside by Puran. And there is no run. We got that. Here. Thank you.
We see the difference with Mohamed Amir. The experience being shown right there. Mohamed Amir is a very, very, very skilled bowler, and these type of wickets, he knows how to operate on these type of pitches, really.
Ian James, if I was a betting man, I would bet on that finals, I'd bet on that finals, and I would bet on TKR to win. Over the wicket, Mohamed Amir bowl to Puran, and Puran pulls this off his hip, goes down to the man, and the backward square leg boundary, they send in the return. 98 for 1 after 12 overs. That's another half century for Puran, Andre.
Yeah, very, very good half century there from Nicholas Puran. He seems to have gotten some regain his form. You know, and what I like about this innings and the innings that he played last game is that he took some time to get himself in. He looked at the bowlers, assessed the situation, and once he's in, we know that he can explode. He might not have been the most explosive innings. He's playing according to the situation, but nevertheless, a very good innings from Nicholas Puran.
So he gave himself a chance.
Yes, he gave himself a chance. And I like the idea that Nicholas Puran is actually batting at number 3. This is where I want to see Nicholas Puran bat for the West Indies also. Number 3 is where he should bat. Because if he stays in, more often than not, you'll end up getting a very good total once he bats deep into the innings.
50 for Puran after just 33 balls. He's in the form of his life. I agree with you, Supermec. Ian is saying. So Imad Wasim comes in, bowl to Puran, and he cuts this away. Down towards backward point, it goes into the boundary for 4. So the first delivery from Imad Wasim to Nicholas Puran was cut away down to backward point for 4.
Yeah, we know that, how destructive he can be against the left arm spin bowling. But you still have to bowl Imad Wasim. He's one of the better bowlers. Anything can happen. So let us see what will take place.
Yeah, you still have to bowl him. I'm just saying that the team to beat is definitely Guyana Amazon Warrior. No doubt about that. And this one is swing in the air. He got him.
You see?
He swung that straight down the throat of Blackwood. How
Anything
long
can happen.
have I been here saying that Imad Wasim should come on? I've been saying that from over number 3 or 4. And it took Brandon King 10 overs after I've been calling from Imad Wasim to come on. Bring on Imad Wasim. How stubborn can these guys be, Andre?
Exactly. Anything can happen, no matter how good or destructive he is against the left arm spin bowler. You look at that. The wicket on his second delivery.
He's probably your best bowler. Why have you been hiding the man? I am so frustrated.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter if Trinbago Knight Riders win. I want Jamaica Tallawahs to win, yes. But why were you hiding Imad Wasim? Why hasn't he bowled earlier? That's where my frustration is, man.
Yeah. You see, I love to see good cricketing decisions, No way should a bowler Reefer bowled 2 overs before Imad Wasim bowled 1 over. It just doesn't make any logical sense at all. It just doesn't make any good cricketing sense.
It doesn't make it. I agree with that, Mr. Casanova, 100%. He needs to play test cricket if you are going to call him a goat. I agree. Judge Stewart is saying that faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, and we have seen more wicked fall.
Good one. Very good one, George. That's very, very good one, George.
Imad Wasim bowled to Pollard, and Pollard covers up. Pollard is behaving like he wants persons to be afraid of him. He just needs to circle and play the cricket. If you are moving slow in the outfield and wasting time, you are going to get a time penalty. You cannot behave like you want to bully people down the leg side wide, 103 for 2. You can't just think you can just bully people and get away, Pollard. That's not how the world works, man. All of us are here to coexist together. What are you, a bully? He comes in now, bowl to Pollard, and Pollard defends. That was dead on the stump. Was he going to be run out? I do not have an issue with Pollard not feeling aggrieved. I do not have a problem with he feeling aggrieved. But it is his own doing why he got the time penalty. So he cannot come out here looking vexed with the world.
How can you be penalized? There's no way you should be penalized having played 4 spin bowlers. It just doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
That must have
Mr.
been some
Casanova,
serious time wasting.
how long have you been here and I'm saying that you're saying that they should bowl against Pollard, but I think that both of them should have been bowling a long time. I said that so long. Edge, wow, he should have had a first slip. Why didn't and these are the things that frustrate me. Hedge and runs into the boundary, but you need wickets. Why didn't you have a first slip? That is how Pollard is good now, Andre. That is how Pollard is absolutely good. Pollard would have a first slip, don't it?
Yes, you'd have, because a new batsman, one of your premier spin bowler, the only way you can win the game is to take wickets, right? So to your best spin bowler, you must have a first slip right there.
Yes.
Put some pressure on the new batsman.
Sheldon, you could have pleaded this case here, and you could have pleaded this case here even in the courts of law. He has to play Test cricket to be considered a GOAT. He has to. No matter what you play this, no matter how you plead this case, he's not a GOAT unless he plays Test cricket. You agree, Andre?
Who is he saying I should be the GOAT? Puran?
Yes. I don't think he's quite saying he's a GOAT, but he's defending. It's an argument between Mr. Casanova and another member of the community. And Sheldon is saying that Puran have 3 ODI 100.
Yeah, but I mean, saying that he has 3 ODI 100, but I doubt if he averages 14 ODI cricket. So he still has a long way to go. Apart from the last series, prior to the World Cup qualifiers, Puran was poor for the previous 2 years, right? So it's not as if Puran was setting the world alight. He has been poor for a long stretch of his career.
Emotional controls need to be exhibited by players. The Lord is my shepherd. Robert Smith, the Lord is my shepherd. Tallawahs need more wickets fast. He's spraying. Robert Smith is spraying here, man. You must bowl your top bowlers. Agree with you, George Stewart. You must bowl your top bowler. Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
We watch Salman comes in, bowl to Guptill, who slap this down to the field and the cover boundary. They go through for 108 for 2 in over number 14. I agree. You can't be a legend if you don't play Test cricket. Absolutely. And no matter how Sheldon play this one, and no matter how much lyrics, him can't win this one. Why, Sheldon, you step on the wrong car and everybody coming at you and you don't have any Trinidadian to back you up and you look like you run out of lyrics, Sheldon. Andre?
It looks that way. Let us look at even a person like Michael Bevan. Michael Bevan was fantastic. He was a fantastic ODI cricketer, but Michael Bevan will never be considered a legend because he was pretty ordinary in Test cricket. Pretty ordinary.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. So Bobby Brown is saying that King is learning on the jump. Over the wicket come Salman, bowl to Pollard, who just opened the face and runs it down to third man. And they're through for a single. 109 for 2. 13.2 overs. So they need another 46 runs from 40 deliveries. This is gettable. The Tallawahs need wickets. And so you definitely need a first slip. You need a first slip.
Yeah, I need wickets. I need them really quickly.
Yes, you have to try something different.
Yeah, the only way you can win this match, is to take wickets. You cannot restrict the Trinbago Knight Riders.
That is so true. That is so true.
There we go again. Slow ball. Yes.
Jamaica Tallawahs batting is very poor. They need to set up.
I think that King lost the plot between overs, say 6 and 10, when he brought in Pittman and Reefer. Pittman and Reefer should never have been given the ball at that point in time. You should have brought in more experienced bowlers in Imad Wazim, and even brought back Amir at that point in time.
Yeah, man. Salman comes in, bowl to Pollard, and Pollard drives down through mid-off, down to the boundary for 4. And so Pollard moves up to 9. The score moves up to 112 now. 112 in over number 14, being bowled by Salman. So Pollard is looking very good here.
Guptill.
Is it Guptill? Oh, yes, Guptill. Salman comes on, ball to Guptill, and Guptill cut this over the top of cover. He's running out towards the boundary. The fielder circles, send the return in, and they're second for 1. So Pollard is on 5 from 5. Guptill on 38 from 37. 114 for 2. 1 to come in over number 14. They still need more than a runner ball to win. So Jamaica is still in this. Once it doesn't goes below a runner ball, I still have confidence. I did not try. I just corrected Mr. Casanova, who was saying Puran had won 1 day 100. Okay, thank you, Sheldon. The comments are going by me. Some of the times they go by because they are going fast. I appreciate all the comments, but they go by fast. So sometimes I miss them. Thank you for that, Sheldon. At the end of over number 14, 115 for 200.
Yeah, I mean, still steady going by the Trinbago Knight Riders. I think they pretty much have everything under control. And once they don't lose any wickets in any rush, they should actually coast home from here. But let us see what's going to be interesting though is to see how King rotates his bowlers. So if you're going to lose, let us see how lose with the better bowlers, making sure that your better bowlers actually bowl out.
That is true. Schumacher is saying that was a good shot. And he has a chip on his shoulder because they were penalized for slow over rate. And he's blaming everybody else except himself and his players. Reefer should not even have played over Kirk Mackenzie, the champion. So there was a slow over rate. And so Pollard chose to blame everybody else except himself and his players when he was responsible. I agree with you, Mr. Casanova. I cannot see how Reefer is playing over Kirk Mackenzie. Puran is nowhere near Shea Hope. Hope has the better stats. That is so true, Randy Beckers, and I think we are talking about 1 day international.
That's right.
Puran doesn't play tests. So I think you're talking about 1 day international. It's so true. Hope is a boss when it comes to 1 day international. He's averaging over 50. He's one of the genuine star of 1 day cricket. The wicket seems better for batting in the second innings. 29 Super X. Yes, it does, because what happened on these pitches is that when the dew falls on it, the ball tends to come on some more. So even if the pitch was slow and tacky, once the dew comes onto it, it comes on easier. And the bowlers also, because the ball is wet like soap, it is more difficult for the bowlers to hold the ball. Let's watch Imad Wasim. This is his second over. He comes in round the wicket, ball to Pollard, and Pollard pulled this away. Down to mid-wicket is a catch taken. Allen took a brilliant catch, and Pollard is out.
Oh, fantastic catch there by Allen. Oh, brilliant from Fabian Allen. From the best fielder in the Caribbean, that's an amazing catch by Fabian Allen. One from the top draw.
Indeed, it was a brilliant catch. And Pollard standing there questioning. But Fabian Allen said that it is out. And I don't think Fabian Allen would have said that it is out if he never took the catch cleanly. So Pollard needs to get off the field. It's time for him to go. He comes and he's gone. He needs to get off the field. Mr. Casanova, we have been saying that from day one, and they are still playing Reefer over Kirk Mackenzie. Look, let's look at this one. Wow. What a catch. What a magnificent catch. Wow. Has he catch it, Andre?
Ooh,
Has he
looks
caught
pretty
it?
tight.
It looks like it is out to me.
Yeah, it looks.
What a catch.
Yeah. It looks to be out to me. Yes, his fingers are right underneath the ball.
His fingers are underneath the ball. What a catch. Oh, it's a clean catch.
You don't get better than that.
Oh, what a catch. Oh, what a catch by Fabian Allen. Magnificent.
Amazing catch. Magnificent from Fabian Allen.
This is out of this world. It's brilliant. That deserved the entire entry fee. Watch that. Oh, brilliant, Fabian Allen. Magnificent. What a catch.
Yeah,
Oh, what a lovely
absolutely
catch.
magnificent from Fabian
Superb.
Allen.
Oh, what a catch. So,
Yes,
Pollard may
yeah,
puff as
of
much
course,
as he
that is out.
wants.
I think that his fingers were right under the ball. That's a magnificent catch. You don't get better than that. You'll not see a better catch than that.
Pollard just need to calm down though. He's puffing like the world is against him. No one is against you, Pollard. They are pushing back because you are pushing so hard. Persons are going to push back. No one is really against you. It's as simple as that, Andre. No one is against Pollard.
Nobody's against Pollard.
Yeah, so persons are going to push back. We are human beings. We're not going to allow you to just push and we don't push back. But at the end of the day, if we buck up in the pub, we buy a drink. Nothing
as
against
simple as
you.
that, you know. And a lot of credit. You must give Allen a lot of credit for that catch. Absolutely superb.
Yes, Jad Stewart, I blame King because we have been saying that Imad Wasim should have bowled a long time. Let's look at this. Look at this effort. What a catch. Brilliant. That was the angle that they should have shown us long time. And I'm disappointed that the persons not celebrating the catch. They should have been celebrating. Bowl to Russell and Russell defends out into the offside. Oh, look at them. They should be celebrating. Celebrate the catch. Celebrate the catch. What a catch, young man. What a catch.
That's a top.
Yes, yes, 29 Super. He has been gone.
I don't think you've ever seen
Russell. Can we knock over Russell?
Get a better catch than that in the tournament. I doubt you'll get a better catch than that in the tournament. It's absolutely
that is
brilliant.
The catch of the year, man.
From Fabian Allen.
That is the catch of the year. Ronaldo 27, I agree. Tallawahs lost the bowling plat after power play. Pittman and Reefer. But they lost the plat with the first 6 overs with the bat. Django and Blackwood 9 overs together for 40 runs. Good, you're making sense, Ronaldo 27. He knows the cricket, you know. Ronaldo 27 knows the cricket.
Yeah, very much. I realize that.
Velvin Thompson is having a laugh. You're having a laugh, Velvin Thompson. He's saying give Blackwood the ball. He's having a laugh. Amazing catch. It was an amazing catch. And Hope is 95% reliable most of the time, and that is why Guyana could win this year due to Hope being so reliable. Yes, I have a lot of respect for Hope. Mr. Stewart is saying, blessed night again. I'm Jamaican, but I'm not supporting them this year because of the management staff matching up Jamaica Tallawahs side. Over the wicket, ball to Guptill, taken on the pad, goes out into the offside. There is no run. Yes, so the management staff matching up Jamaica Tallawahs side. Okay? Your pitch was good. Blackwood and Django been struggling in CPL. They need to take accountability for this loss. Django been struggling all CPL. But who do you blame? Ball 2. So this is good from Imad Wasim. The end of the over. So Imad Wasim have bowled 2 overs and I've gotten 2 for 10. 116 for 3. Tallawahs at this stage were 102 for 4. So they need another. How many they need? 39 to win from 30 deliveries. So I keep on saying it, that once the runs are more than the balls, I still till Jamaica is in it, Andre.
Yes, of course. Yes, and anything is possible. You know, I still think that Trinbago Knight Riders have the advantage. But if they could eke out another wicket or 2, it could be very, very interesting.
Could be very, very interesting. Now, but we can blame Brooks.
Who does King go to? Green
he goes back to Mohamed Amir, and he needs to bowl Fabian Allen. I would bowl either Fabian Allen or Mohamed when he's bowling Allen. So he's bowling Allen. Good choice. Good choice this to me. Especially after that catch. it could be his day. And I go back to the fact that Allen round the wicket, ball to Russell, and Russell defends into the offside, no run. I go back to the fact that Chanda Paul and his staff have 1 year to recruit player, and they recruit Blackwood and Django. What kind of recruitment is that? You have to recruit better players, man. Round the wicket, come Allen, ball to Russell, good length, good line. Russell forced this into the offside. Salman comes across field, there's no run. 116 for 3. Over number 16, being bowled by Fabian Allen, and this run rate just pushing up over 8. It is gettable, and he pulls this. Let's see. It goes down towards the man at the mid wicket. He didn't get hold of it. It got the bottom portion of the bat. And so the Tallawahs bowling has come alive. 117 for 3. Trinbago Knight Riders looking to get 155 to win. So they are 35 short at this time.
Yeah. As I said earlier, it's not easy. It's not the type of pitch where you can come and blast and get a lot of runs like that. You have to take time to get yourself in, because the pitch is a bit slow, right? And you need to take time to get yourself in. So, as I said before, it's not, we say it's a good batting pitch. Yeah, there are no demons in it, but you need to get a start.
And Guptill just cut that one through the gap, and it goes down to the boundary for 4. So Allen was short outside the half stump, and Guptill cut it away through the gap down to the boundary for 4. So that relieves some of the pressure there. The score will move up to 121. So that was a bad delivery from Allen, just giving Guptill too much room.
Yeah. Too wide and too short.
Yes, sir. No doubt about it, Trinbago Knight Riders should get home from here. Definitely should get home from here. The catch of the tournament, I agree with you, and now the inside edge, and it will run very close to the fine leg boundary. Mohamed Amir gave chase, and they are back for 2. So that was the arm ball, and it appears Guptill never picked it. He moves up to 44 from 41 delivery. Let's watch it. So the ball coming in with the arm, got the inside edge, misses the stump. And another night that would have castled into the stump, and Jamaica would have gotten, the Tallawahs would have gotten another wicket. But tonight is the Trinbago Knight Riders night. 123 for 3. 1 to come in over number 16. Allen, left arm, slow orthodox. Round the wicket, ball, and what is that? That slipped from his hand. That will be a no ball, and it will go into the boundary. So 5 runs, and it will be 1. This is definitely a wet ball, slipped from Allen, and 5 runs. It will go up to 126. What was that, Andre?
Yeah, he seemed to have slipped from his hand right there, and it's he's smiling about it, but it's he probably having a bit of problem gripping the ball.
Yes, the Jew has definitely played a factor, and it will be better because that ball definitely run in the grass, and they're looking at that seam. They're about to change the ball right now, so definitely they're asking for a ball change. So let me run through some of the comments. Let me read through some of the comments while they're doing that ball change. This is what I'm saying. The game is unpredictable. The drama begins. And Bobby Brown is saying, TKR batting is soft. If it wasn't for Puran, they would have lost many games. And that is where I think that Imad Wasim should have bowled earlier. The game of uncertainty, glorious cricket.
Exactly. And if you get Wasim, Puran early, anything could have happened. Because really, we know that Pollard, the likes of Pollard and Russell, they don't like to come in early, They love to come in at the back end of the innings after 10 overs, 12 overs. They don't like to come in early because they're not the type of players who are going to graft their way through. So it's important when you play Trinbago Knight Riders that, you will get the likes of Puran early and get the likes of Pollard and Russell in early.
Yes, if Russell is knocked over, Jamaica Tallawahs is still in this. And Richard Dookie, you're too biased. Richard Dookie, grow up and enjoy and express your opinion, man. Grow up, Richard Dookie. Okay, well, hush now, Richard, hush now. And Richard, No, Richard, you need to grow up, Richard Duki. You need to grow up. Grow up, man. You need, you need to grow up, boss. Grow up. If Russell get out, we could have been in for a grand finale. That is true. 5 dot balls. But let's see now. 27 needed from 27 deliveries. Or that this over which started out so good, end up with 8 runs being conceded. It's more, that should have been a no. That's a no ball, and it went into the boundary. So they are just checking on something. So it's a free hit. Yes, it's a free hit. It will be a free hit because it was a no ball. Allen bowled to Guptill and he hit this high in the night sky. Someone can take a catch. No, the catch dropped. The spectators dropped the catch. That was a brilliant shot. It was a free hit. 134 for 3, and Guptill moves on to another half century. Randy Beck is saying Allen gave away the game, and 29 Supermec is saying that's a big if. Or Randy Beckers. That's a big if. Robert Simit is saying that TKR just past Flatbridge. Them still have the Blue Mountain to climb. Go Tallawahs. This is sweet.
Eternal optimist, Robert.
Yeah, expensive over from Allen. That ball had slipped out of his hand. The over was going out so good. Even that short ball that was cut away for 4, it was still a good over. But when that ball slipped out of his hand, unfortunately, and it turns it into a bad over, and Guptill have reached his second 50 in the tournament. Mr. Casanova, that was a Fletcher-like 6. He's saying that Mr. Casanova no look 6 from Guptill.
The Spice Man.
And Russell pulled this again into the stand, another 6, and the Trinbago Knight Riders, they are finishing this game in style. They are hitting 6 left, right, and center. So the last 2 deliveries from the Jamaica Tallawahs bowlers went for 6. So they are rocking in the stand at the Brian Charles Lara Cricket Academy. And Trinidad Tobago Knight Riders are large and in charge, and the predator is ready now to eat the prey.
Yeah, the fat lady is certainly, warming up right now. It's just a matter of time now for her to do her final to start her singing.
Imad was him to Russell, and he defends down the offside of the pitch. Clearly, Trinidad and Tobago looking to win this in style, and this is going to do some serious damage to the Tallawahs' run rate, net run rate, and it may even see their run rate go above their net run rate, go below that of the Barbados Royals, because there's over 3 overs leave. Comes in, bowl to Russell, and Russell pulls again, high, over the top, another 6, it's dropping the crowd again. They drop it again in the crowd. These guys in the crowd cannot catch. 146 for 3. We need to do better than this. We need to get this match to go in to the 19th over.
Yeah, they're rollicking in the stands now. The Trinbago Knight Riders are going to finish it in a hurry. I guess there's no more mopping around.
Definitely no more mucking around. And Russell showing the Russell power.
In the stands, though, the atmosphere, I think, is probably one of the best places actually to watch cricket.
And Russell goes again. He swung this high over square leg in the stand. They drop it again. Oh, they can't catch in the stand. Russell is turning on the trill here. Oh, they are celebrating this in the stand. They are partying in the stand. Right now, the best place in the world to be right now is in that stand. If you are a Trinidadian Knight Riders supporters and you are in that stand, it is the best place in the world to be. Oh, they are partying. The steel bands is tuning out some sweet melody here at Taruba. Oh, what a shot by Russell.
Yeah, magnificent shot there by Russell. He's having a field day right now. Hitting everything is just connected. Some
Who is
massive
the man of the
sixes there
match?
by Andre Russell.
Put your man of the match in the chat. Imad Wasim comes in, bowl to Russell. Bowl and he hit this now, down to long on. And they will go through for a single. He mistimed the shot. Oh, they never go through for the single. They mistimed the shot. It didn't travel as far as I expect. I think Russell wants to end this with a 6. You can see him just gripping the bat. Wasim comes in, bowl to Russell. And Russell swings this, misses. And it goes through to the keeper. And Guptill will get a chance to end it. So Russell then just showing his class and bringing the Knight Riders home, Andre.
Yes. You know, the Knight Riders is all but home at this point in time. You know, Russell eating some massive sixes off Imad Wasim right there. You know, then the Trinbago Knight Riders, the spectators having a really jolly time of it. You know, an electric atmosphere, as I said before. You know, and I think they always support their team. You know, the crowd at the Brain Lara Stadium.
Thank you for the
Always come
laugh,
out to
Robert
celebrate.
Smith. Really enjoy this, you know. Don't like the result, but I like the vibes and the support by the fans. That is true, Bobby Brown. Really enjoy it. Misses on this occasion, the misses on this. So Stuart is saying, yes, Russell showed the Jamaican Tallawahs managers something. Okay. Red wave. So it's a red wave. It's a sea of red. It's a blanket of red. Whatsoever you want to call it. But the people in the stands are having a merry time. Pitman bowl to Guptill on the stumps. He turns this into the onside and say, it's over to you, Russell. They are going for the second. There's a chance to run out that direct hit. No, he'd have beat it also. So just one run. The scores are level. So Guptill is on 52. Russell is on 20 from 12. So the scores are level. We are in over number 18. The party start, and this is the first of 2 days. So you can imagine tomorrow night. What a night it's going to be. I think they play the Guyana Amazon Warriors tomorrow night. Who they play tomorrow night?
Is it
I think it's the Guyana Amazon Warriors. As it comes in now.
Did they play St. Lucia during the week?
How many matches has the Guyana Amazon Warriors played so far? So that's it. Who is your man of the match? Ian, I agree with you. I agree with you, Alan. I agree with you, Ian. It's time for they play the Kings. They play the Kings. So thank you, Roddy. Okay, thank you.
Oh, the Kings,
thank you, Roddy. Roddy's still here. I thought Roddy wouldn't be here, but they have won. So who's your man of the match, Andre?
I'll probably give it to Nicholas Puran.
Probably give it to Nicholas Puran. What about giving it to Pollard for how he bowled the 4 spinners? For selecting those 4 spinners and bowling them. What do you think about that?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you know, the bowler you think probably would get the man of the match. If a bowler should get the man of the match would be, Ali Khan. Ali Khan took 3 wickets and bowled pretty good at the death. You know, so as well as the spinners bowl, I think Ali Khan, he made a difference at the death.
Yeah, that is so true. Sheldon Smith, Andre. Boy, Sheldon Smith have lyrics all night. He said, cricket forum, I'm here if you need consent. But Sheldon, I don't need any consent. For me, this is just...
Yeah, well done, Sheldon Smith. Congratulations to the Trinbago Knight Riders.
And good fun. Yes, Sandrinja Guljar, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. No, man, it's just good fun. We don't have anything against Pollard, man. We don't have anything against Pollard. So, Ian is saying that the man of the match is Puran. Robert Smith is saying Russell know how to climb the bloom. Oh, good point again. That's another.
Indeed.
Guys today. Oh, you must go. You better feel good in Andre. These guys really make you laugh. The
man of the match is Jay Blackwood for inspiring and gifting the match to TKR. Yeah, I thought it was really poor. It was really poor on the part of Blackwood and Django. The start that they gave us was quite very poor.
Yeah, yes, Ian. I want to overdrink, man. I really enjoy you guys. I really love you guys. I really enjoy the company. And one of the things is that you guys made me laugh so much tonight. It was really fun. You gave me a lot of jokes, a lot of lyrics, and some of the comments were really, really funny. And I had a good night being here with you. Please,
it makes the job much easier,
Yes, Andre, they have been superb. Thank you for being here, Andre. Thank you all for being here. And we will be back tomorrow for the Guyana Amazon Warriors Barbados Royals finals in the women competition. Have a great night now and take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and be happy.
Have a good night.